From Simmons Field in Egypt, Pennsylvania, we're leading you up to Game 4 of the Blue Mountain League Championship Series between the Lineport Bulls and the Egypt Orioles. Again, from Simmons Field at Egypt Memorial Park. It is a gorgeous sunsplash Saturday afternoon here, 85 degrees, with a real feel of 89. So another hot one here this week at the Blue Mountain League Title Series. I'm Jack Heym alongside Tony Sibilla. Ed Bulsza and Keith Groller will be joining us later on in the broadcast, and it was a decisive Game 3 back on Thursday night where the home side, the Lineport Bulls, took it by a final of 5-4, a great back-and-forth ball game, and you could see and feel the urgency and intensity that both sides were playing with and managing with in that third game. See how Game 4 here transpires this afternoon. Last time the Orioles came back here after a loss on the road, they got back in the win column with a 6-3 victory in Game 2. The offense came to life, especially in the middle stages in that game, for the Orioles to get their lone win of the series thus far, so trying to push it back to Lineport tomorrow night for a Game 5. On the flip side for the Bulls, they look to capture their 6th Blue Mountain League title and make it back-to-back championships here in 2024 and then into 2025. Tony, look back to Game 3 first. It was a weird twisting and turning game, I guess is the best way to describe it. You had Joe DiPerno start that game on the Bulls side of things. He left after 2 2/3 with an injury, but the youthful Jack Lloyd came in and stepped up and filled in nicely. Gave up a home run to Pat Craigelo, but after that did a real nice job to provide the Bulls some length out of the bullpen. And once they reclaimed the lead on a Jack Rothenhauser 2-run home run, Jared Schaefer shut down things the rest of the way in that Game 3 for Lineport.
Yeah, I mean, a tough outing for DiPerno, who went down in that game and has some shoulder issues. CJ wasn't sure if he was going to be ready or available at all today or tomorrow. He's going to check with him today, so we'll know more as time goes on. But having to deal with that, and then you wind up bringing in a kid who's still a high school player, and then later on you wind up bringing a guy who's been a veteran in this league and has been around for a while. So interesting combination of pitchers to come in for the Bulls in that game. And, again, they wind up getting, Rothenhauser with the second home run in the playoffs for him and the only 2 home runs for the Bulls in the playoffs this year. But absolutely hit a monster crush after the O's got the lead from the Craigelo grand slam. And, it's the kind of series and the kind of hitting and pitching that you expect from these two teams. No one's going to dominate. You're not going to get a lot of dominating pitching performances or, guys going 4 for 4 in the game. You're going to get a good, even ball game at this point. And two good teams with two, very good starting pitching options. And, again, we're going to see that today with Adam Maini going for the Bulls today. And, again, a guy who doesn't know what losing means in this league. And he's going to wind up facing Zeminski on the other side for the O's. And I think it was Zeminski and one of the other guys out of the bullpen who wound up pitching in that third game of the series against the Yankees. And I think it's Sawyer Kemp who teamed up with him in that game. And they pitched a good game combination. Yankees wound up getting a big home run that got them the win. But, they got good pitching from both of them. And Zeminski goes today. And, AJ's pretty confident with him.
Interesting to see the length that Zeminski's going to give. We know Jackowitz went in Game 1. Have to wonder if he's available, if Zeminski is not able to go deep into this game to come in relief and try to get some depth and length out of Jackowitz if push comes to shove on the Orioles side of things. For them, they don't want to think that way, but that does have to feel like a plan that you have to have as a fail-safe if things do go awry early in this ball game. I think it's going to be paramount for Egypt to get out in front early, something they haven't really been able to do in any of the 3 games of the series. They fell behind early in Game 1, went down 2-0, lost 5-1 in that game. They went down 2-0 here in Game 2, but they were able to battle back, take a 6-3 win, and they went down early in Game 3. Leapfrogged in front of the Craigelo grand slam that we talked about earlier, but Rothenhauser, who's had a fantastic series to this point, put the Bulls back in front of the bottom half of the 4th inning, and that was a lead that they would not relinquish. Talking about Rothenhauser, 3 for 9, 2 homers, 5 RBIs in the series, 2 homers, 9 RBIs, and a .421 average in totality across the entirety of the postseason. He is a guy who just has a feel for hitting in all types of environments and situations, but the postseason atmosphere does not seem to rattle his cage one bit.
No, and you've got both of these teams that have a certain amount of veterans who have been to championship games, have been to semifinal games, have been in the playoffs a lot, and you're not going to get guys who are going to get shaken too much. Even if they even if there's an error out in the field, even if they, wind up hitting into a double play, there's just enough guys on both of these teams that will shake it off and just be ready for the next opportunity that they have. And again, that's what makes both of these teams really good, is that they don't hang on to their issues too long. And that kind of leadership is what's important to be able to survive in a short series. You can't dwell on these things for too long, and you got two teams who were able to do that. And the O's, nothing to hang their head about in the last game. Certainly played a great game, got some offense, and against typically very good pitching for the Bulls, you put up 4 runs. Yeah, I think you have a decent shot, and their offense just got a little bit more. And it's the kind of game you expect, that Game 3.
Most certainly, and for Rothenhauser on the side of the line board, Bulls the big bat. For the Orioles, it has been Pat Cregolo this postseason. We mentioned his Game 3 grand slam in this championship series, but how about 3 homers, 16 RBIs in the playoffs at this point, a near 370 batting average with an 800 slugging percentage. Cregolo has been the central force of this Orioles lineup. We talked about it in Game 3's broadcast, one of the biggest offseason additions for any team in this league coming over from the Northampton Giants, and he has been a central part of this lineup, this postseason run. And no telling where this Orioles teams would have been if they didn't have Cregolo with how he's played in the postseason to this point, as he's going to be right smack dab in the middle of the lineup today. Orioles did make some changes. We'll get you caught up with that as we get closer to our 1:30-ish first pitch here on this Saturday afternoon. But we'll see if Cregolo can continue his hitting prowess in this series. Had a RBI triple back in Game 2 of the series here at Simmons Field. Both teams have played well at their home ballparks. Lineport 2-0 at Lineport Stadium in this series. The Orioles 1-0 at Simmons Field after both teams went 12-2 in the regular season at their home ballpark. So two teams who know what some home cooking looks like here, not just in the regular season, but carrying over into every playoff series that they've played. The Bulls, their path to the championship series, they swept their way over the Lineport Dodgers to get here. For the Orioles, swept the Hellertown Royals, took 3 out of 4 games against the Northern Yankees in the semifinal round. So a bit of a different route, but two teams who are so evenly matched is what has made this series so great so far through the first 3 games. Tony, I know you caught up with both managers. We'll catch that a little bit later on here in the pregame show. But something I found interesting on the Lineport side of things is that when we talked with CJ after Game 2, getting away from their game, something that they felt that they did last time that they were here in Game 2. Wonder if they are going to be able to stick to their game plan and continue to play Lineport brand of baseball here this afternoon away from Lineport Stadium. I feel like that's got to be something that's a pretty big talking point on the Bulls side of things.
Well, in that game here, that Game 2 here, when they went up against McAndrew for the O's, came out right away and were, got a couple of runs in that first inning and certainly looked like they were going to be able to stay with them. And again, when you're able to get the offense going like that, it's tremendous. And can they do that again today? Can they get off to an early lead? I think that's important. CJ talked a little bit about being able to play small ball, and that'll be important too, and they got to be able to do that. So, I think they can do it. I think they're more comfortable at home, as most teams are, but I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue. I think at this point they feel a championship right on the edge here, and when that's the case, you just go out and play the ball, play the small ball that they do from time to time, and if they do that and they get timely hitting, and again, they need, Adam Maini can have a lot to say about what happens today, and if he goes out and has a game that he's capable of having, another playoff win, which would just be tremendous for him, and so far no one's been able to solve him, and the O's have to do it here, but at least they get to do it at home.
They get a crack at Maini away from Lineport Stadium. That gives you a added leg up from what you would get when you face Miami out at Lineport Stadium. Look what he did back in that opening game of the series. He went the distance, 7 innings, allowed 7 hits, 1 run. It was not earned. Did not walk a single batter while striking out 2. So a lot of pitch to contact for Miami in that game 1. Trusted his defense behind him. Scattered those 7 hits. Didn't have much of that swing and miss stuff that he had in his first semifinal outing where he struck out 5 against the Dodgers. See what kind of Miami we get today, but we know that he is an animal when he takes the mound. He is the ace of that Bulls rotation. No one else that they'd rather have toeing the rubber with a chance to win a championship on the line here today. We're getting you set for Game 4 between the Lineport Bulls and the Egypt Orioles here from Simmons Field in Whitehall, Pennsylvania at Egypt Memorial Park. We'll come back on the pregame show Tony Sibilla caught up with both managers here coming up on Penn Sports Radio.
In real estate, there's a number for everything. Square footage, down payment, interest rates. But how do you measure the trust you have in your agent? For a RE/MAX agent, it's not about numbers on a contract. It's knowing that RE/MAX agents have been voted the most trusted in real estate. That means you'll get honest advice, expert guidance, and someone who's committed to your success. Because while numbers count, trust is what truly matters. RE/MAX voted most trusted real estate agency brand by American shoppers based on the 2024 BrainSpark American Trust Study. Each office independently owned and operated.
Contact Joy Augustus, Realtor at RE/MAX Real Estate today. Call or text 610-653-5327 or reach the office at 610-770-9000.
You deserve to get good service and great rates. At State Farm, we get it. And we're here to help because with every State Farm policy, you get good neighbor service and you get surprisingly great rates. So what are you waiting for? Get going and talk to a local State Farm agent about your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Sean Lay in Fogelsville today.
The Northwestern Lehigh Educational Foundation is a nonprofit organization that supports the educational goals of the Northwestern Lehigh School. Since inception, the foundation has funded more than $2 million in innovative projects to support the district that would not have otherwise been funded. You can help by becoming a sponsor. Learn more about making a tax-deductible donation or participating in the Pennsylvania EITC program at www.nwlef.org/sponsor. There has never been a more critical time to support our schools.
Back in the pregame show with A.J. Brocious, the manager of the Egypt Orioles, and you guys, another hard-fought game in game number 3, back and forth, long balls, good pitching both sides, just a tremendous effort by both teams, and unfortunately just come out one run short in that last game. But you have to be pleased about how your offense performed against some good pitching, and against and again your pitching and your defense, kept your team in this one, and you had a lead, weren't able to hold on to it, but got a big hit when you needed, got the grand slam by Craigelo, and a couple more hits I would think than 2 would probably be helpful.
Yeah, and it sucks because you've been at every game, Tony. Like the stats aren't telling the true picture. Like Miami, I think he only had 2 strikeouts against us, and we had a lot of lineouts. And props to their center fielder. I mean, he's taken away probably 3 or 4 extra base hits at this point, which could really set a tone. This park plays a little different than Egypt. These gaps are a lot bigger. They're a lot less forgiving than Limeport. It's like we're not even really upset with how we've been swinging. Now there has been a lot of soft contact from the bottom of the order, so we had to mix things up today to try to turn it over better. We're not mad. And Zeminski on the mound today. I mean, they haven't seen him all year, so we like that. And then we'll have Jackowitz and Berger in relief, and we just got to get to Sunday. And if Evan has to throw today to get to Sunday, then he has to throw today because we just want to get to Sunday,
You mentioned you hit a lot of hard balls against Maini. He only struck out 2. It seemed like you guys had a better handle of him on the last game. Talk a little bit about, does the strategy change at all for this one, or do you attack him pretty much the same way, and just hopefully this time they find the holes?
Yeah, we talked about different approach. We're gonna work him a lot more. Schaefer's been coming out of the pen for them and doing a great job against us. In years past, we've had really good success against him. He looks like he's in way better shape, and his curveball is way better. And he throws a knuckleball now too, which you don't see often. He's been really good for them. Yeah. But yeah, we're definitely gonna work the at bats more. Like I said, we changed the lineup, kind of put more guys in who do that, and in better spots where it makes more sense. So we'll see how it goes from there, and we just got to play defense because we expect Matt to give up 1 or 2. And against Miami, we haven't really been putting up those runs, but we feel good about today.
And Game 5, I know you can't really think about that right now, but does that work into any strategy when you think about pitching for Game 4?
Yeah, I mean, it does. Like, we would like to save Evan, but like I said, if he needs to throw to get to Game 5, he's going to throw to get to Game 5. It's kind of all hands on deck at this point when your back's up against the wall. So, we got Zeminski, Jackowitz, Rodney, Evan. Luke Pierpapel hasn't thrown yet for us postseason. So, and they don't really have many lefties at all, so that one didn't really make a whole lot of sense. But I like where we are right now.
All right, AJ, best of luck today.
Thank you, Tony.
That's AJ Brocious. More of the pregame in just a minute. You're listening to Penn Sports Radio and SportsWire.com.
At Play It Again Sports in Allentown, you can shop and save with prices up to 70% less than retail. Whether you're starting a new sport or upgrading your current equipment, they've got the best deals on top brands. Plus, don't let your unused sports gear collect dust. Sell it for cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports gives great equipment a second chance. So head to Play It Again Sports in Allentown today, where your passion for play meets your budget. Play It Again Sports is located in Allentown on Catasauqua Road next to Aldi. Tri-County Teamwear is your go-to destination for local spirit wear, offering a large selection of in-stock and on-shelf swag for the Tigers, Bulldogs, K-Kids, and Blue Bombers. Tri-County Teamwear offers bulk, wholesale screen printing, embroidery, and custom online team stores. Services are done locally in-house, providing fast, friendly, quality service and on-time delivery. Where local team pride meets quality and service, it's Tri-County Teamwear. Visit them at 27 Main Street in Walnutport or call 610-767-4149 for more information. You can also visit their website, tri-countyswag.com.
Shankweiler's Drive-In is the oldest operating drive-in theater in the world. Established in 1934, it has delighted audiences with double features on its large outdoor screen. Our snack bar offers a wide variety of tasty treats ranging from simple munchies to complete meals. The drive-in also boasts 2 exclusive party spaces which are available to rent out to groups attending our theater. You can also give the perfect gift of a Shankweiler's gift card to a friend or for yourself. Shankweiler's is located at 4540 Shankweiler Road in Orfield. Go to Shankweilers.com for more information. Check out our events page for upcoming programs. Shankweiler's Drive-In, a Lehigh Valley tradition.
Nutropoli Bank is a bank that you can trust because Nutropoli Bank treats each and every customer as an individual, encouraging them to dream big and reach for their goals. Since 1910, Nutropoli Bank has ensured the financial well-being of all their customers. When you're ready to take that first step, they'll be right by your side. For your convenience, Nutropoli Bank has 3 locations in the Lehigh Valley: Nutropoli, Orfield, and Emmaus. For more information, go to NutropoliBank.net. That's NutropoliBank.net.
Back in the pregame show, Tony Sibilla with the head coach of the Lineport Bulls. CJ Salaby, coach, one game away from the championship that could happen today. You did it at home last year without home field advantage. This year you had it in Game 3 at home. Early on, close game. You knew it was going to stay that way, and then you wound up losing Joe DiPerno with an arm injury. I'm not sure if you can give us an update on him yet, if you know anything about where he is, but that had to be devastating to the team to see him leave the game when he really wasn't ready to leave yet, but some injury with his arm. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really talked to him much since. I just know he's been dealing with a shoulder issue. He'll be here today, so I'll find out more today. It's new to him, so it's just something that just happened, so he's not sure. I have a feeling if it was something really bad, he would have texted me probably, but he'll be here today. I'll find out a little more, but I'm hoping, if this does go tomorrow, maybe he can also, if he's healthy enough, maybe he can throw an inning or two tomorrow, but we'll see. I'll find out later.
And then after that, you wind up getting the long and the short of it. You get a lot of youth coming in to take Joe's place, and then a crafty veteran to follow it up. Talk a little bit about how your bullpen was able to shore up DiPerno having to leave, and were able to keep an Orioles offense really in check.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it was tough to bring in Jack at that moment because he's a young kid. It's his first outing in the playoffs. But we wanted him to be the first guy out of the pen because we knew he could give us more length. We knew he could try to get us 2 to 3 innings. We were trying to limit Schaaf to maybe 1, maybe 2, which ended up going 2. But we also love having Schaaf as our back-end guy. So, we thought, there was never really a thought about bringing him in that situation with Joey after he got hurt because we knew we wanted Schaaf to be the guy in the back end. We wanted Jack to be able to hopefully give us some length. And he did. He got, he struggled obviously early. I credit that to nerves maybe. He made a Pat made a really good swing on a ball and hit one over. But I mean, the last 2 innings, he buckled down. 2 innings, he didn't give up another hit. He kept us in the game, and then we were able to respond on the way back.
The fact that the Orioles put up 4, really the grand slam, 1 of 2 hits in the entire game, and considering all the issues with pitching, your guys really shored up. And then your offense, I think, kind of felt, hey, look, we need to step it up, and you got some big hits in that Game 3. Talk a little bit about how your offense continued to play some small ball early, and then you wound up getting another big blast later in the game.
Yeah, I mean, it was huge. Like I said, Jack being able to limit them. I mean, the walks were a little bit of an issue, obviously, but, not allowing another hit and limiting them. And then coming into the bottom of that inning after going down 4-2, and, Georgie leads off with a single. We get 2 outs right away, and then, Rader has a good at-bat, puts together a good swing, gets a single first and third, and then Reese D'Amico's been, he's been swinging a hot bat all year, all playoffs, and, he comes up with a clutch 2-out hit to give us 1. Then, we knew that's what these guys do. They chip away. They know that, at any moment, they're not out of it. So, and then, you come back in the next inning and Jack hits that ball, and then, you let Schaefer kind of do the rest.
And today, obviously, the Orioles in their own home field fighting to stay alive in this one. I'm assuming Adam Maini going today. Some question whether or not Adam can pitch with light out, with the sun out. He's more of a, nighttime at Lineport Stadium kind of pitcher, but I'm sure he's comfortable pitching no matter where he is.
Yeah. I mean, he's our guy. He's been our guy for forever long. So we know we're comfortable whenever he goes out there. He can take the ball whenever, wherever. Obviously pitching at home is a huge thing for us, but we trust. We got him. We trust him here, and we know what he should and can do.
All right, Coach. Best of luck today.
Thanks, Tony.
That's CJ Salaby. More of the pregame in just a moment. You're listening to Penn Sports Radio and SportsWire.com.
Budget Store & Lock is the leader in storage in Pennsylvania. Since 1997, they've been a leader in the industry and have grown to be one of the largest storage companies throughout the Lehigh Valley and surrounding area. With many locations to serve you, there's sure to be a Budget Store & Lock self-storage facility within minutes from where you live. Whether you're storing a few seasonal boxes and totes or a complete 4-bedroom home, Budget Store & Lock Self-Storage has the right storage space for you. Our facilities are well managed, maintained, and equipped with camera monitoring systems. We try to make it easy for you, including payment options that suit your needs, like online payment. Budget Store & Lock also offers a college student summer storage program with discounted rates for pickup, storage, and redelivery. We service all colleges and universities in and around the Lehigh Valley area. So contact one of our many locations today to speak with a storage manager expert. Go to budgetstoreandlock.com.
Old Homestead Golf Club is an award-winning 4.5-star daily fee course nestled in the foothills of the Blue Mountain, where history and tradition are part of everyday life. Old Homestead is one of the first courses in the Lehigh Valley to offer state-of-the-art GPS capabilities on their championship 18-hole course. Old Homestead Golf Club is a big supporter of local schools, not-for-profit organizations, special causes, and initiatives. Ask how your group can host a dine and donate event at their place. Old Homestead Golf Club will donate 15% of all cafe sales generated by your dine and donate event attendees, excluding tax and gratuity, to your organization. All you have to do is schedule a date that will bring the most attendees into Old Homestead Golf Club. The more people, the more dollars for your organization. For more information about golfing or a dine and donate event, go to oldhomesteadgolfclub.com.
Are you tired of a dull, dirty ride? Bring your car to Kronberger's Auto Spa. Our expert team will get your vehicle back to the showroom shine. From thorough interior detailing to exterior washes, we'll make your car look and feel like new. Visit Kronberger's Auto Spa today and experience the ultimate in car care. Kronberger's Auto Spa, where a cleaner car is just a stop away. To learn more and schedule your appointment, call or text 484-894-5345 for more information. Get a sparkling clean car today from Kronberger's Auto Spa.
1-1 pitch is lined into left. Pirapava coming in. It's down for a base hit, and the Bulls will strike first on the 2-out single by Alan Umbenauer. Here's Michael's first pitch, hit high and deep to right. Dobek giving chase towards the foul line. It's out of play foul. Dobek dives in, makes the grab in foul territory. Wow, that is a heck of a play.
Do you think the Bulls want this tonight, Tyler? That was one heck of an effort.
Called strike 3, 4 in a row, set down on strikes. Michaels strikes out the side. Dobek always a threat to bunt. He's swinging away, hits it out to left. Pierapavl going back, still going back. It's over his head. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. 1 run's in, 2 runs are in. D'Amico flying around third. It's a bases clearing double for Matt Dobek. Hit out into center. Beato coming in, makes the grab. The Lineport Bulls have charged their way to the top of the Blue Mountain League. The Bulls are the 2024 Blue Mountain League champions.
Blue Mountain League Baseball on Penn Sports Radio is sponsored by RE/MAX agent Joy Augustus, Play It Again Sports in Allentown, Shank Wireless Drive-In, Tri-County Teamwear, Budget Store and Lock, and State Farm agent Sean Lay.
From Simmons Field at Egypt Memorial Park in Whitehall, Pennsylvania, almost time for Blue Mountain League Baseball here on Penn Sports Radio. Game 4 of the championship series between the Lineport Bulls and the Egypt Orioles. Bulls holding a 2-1 series lead after a decisive Game 3 victory by a final of 5-4. I'm Jack Heym doing your play-by-play with you this afternoon, as always joined by Tony Sibilla and Ed Bulsza. Keith Groller will be joining us later on here in the broadcast as we get closer to our 1:35 first pitch on this gorgeous sun-splashed Saturday afternoon. A little bit more cloud cover starting to come out now, but an 85-degree day with a real feel of 89. There's some slight winds blowing about 5 miles an hour out to the southwest, so it's going to be playing a little bit more of a factor towards the right field side of play here today. Here for Game 4 of the Blue Mountain League Championship Series. It's been a fantastic one thus far. 3 great games. The Bulls took Game 1, 5-1 at their home turf, backed by a fantastic pitching performance from the guy that they will go with today in Adam Maini. Heard A.J. Brochus in the pregame show. They're shaking things up a little bit, alter the lineup. They're going to go with a new arm that the Bulls have not seen today, and their arm that they're throwing today hasn't pitched since Game 3 of the semifinal round. So interesting to see how that's going to fare here for the Orioles this afternoon. A.J. Brochus also said feels like he could use a little bit more production out of the bottom third of the order, so they go with a little bit of a different look there than they have in this series. Shake up the lineup a little bit with their backs against the wall. Everything's in play, and Brochus is making some big-time moves to try to give the Orioles a chance in Game 5 tomorrow night. If it were to get there, it would be a 7 o'clock first pitch out at Lineport Stadium for a winner-go-home Game 5 here for the 2025 season. Both managers have made their way towards home plate. In A.J. Brochus for the Orioles, C.J. Salaby for the Lineport Bulls. They're meeting with our umpiring crew here this afternoon, that being Mark Brown, Perry Leonard, and Mike Applegate there. It's going to be Mark Brown calling the balls and strikes here this afternoon. But, gentlemen, we look at these two teams, and it has been nothing short of what you would expect between two of the perennial powers in the Blue Mountain League in 2025. And really going back several years. I mean, this is 4th year running that the Orioles have made it to the championship series. The Bulls have been a dynamo since they've came into this league back into the 2014 season for the Tri-County League. They've won 5 titles. The Orioles have won 8 over their franchise's history. The Orioles 10 times appearing in the finals, so 18 total appearances in the finals. 8 times they've come up on top. They've also made it 10 times where they have fallen as the runner-up. So 2 very successful franchises here, and it's no shocker that they've met and they have played some stellar baseball over the first 3 games of this series. Diving a little bit deeper into the pitching matchup, Maini scattered 7 hits in Game 1 while striking out 2. Didn't have that swing and miss stuff, but did generate a lot of soft contact. Even when the balls were getting hit hard against him, a lot of outs, finding a lot of gloves, so some fortuitous things getting involved in that game one for Maini, but overall did a great job of controlling that game, got the lead early, did not relinquish it. The Bulls look to achieve the same feat today. For the Orioles, I talked about it with Tony in the open, Ed, though. How important is it for them to get off to a fast start today? They've trailed in each of the first 3 games of the series as the Bulls have scored the first run, and that's paid off well for Lineport so far. How crucial is it for you, for the Orioles, to score the first run here today?
Oh, it's very crucial. I mean, Mr. Maini has not been touched up for many runs during any of the pitching during the playoffs. And they have to, in my opinion, maybe I'm old school, but I think they have to kind of manufacture a run, or maybe a couple runs, and put the pressure on the Wolves. Because if you don't, and you try to play them heads up, I mean, they have a pretty powerful lineup from top to bottom, and this game could turn around very quickly and end the season.
Most certainly it can. The Bulls never feel like they're out of a ball game, even when they went down in Game 2 here. They battled back to tie it. The Orioles had to get another couple of runs to take the lead. A.J. Brocious here in Game 2 had 2 hits, a multi-hit game with a pair of RBIs, so see if the player manager, the first baseman for the Orioles, can have that kind of afternoon again today. For the Bulls lineup sense, I think the big contrasting point for these two teams is what they're getting out of the bottom third of the order, which is what I believe made A.J. Brocious prompt to have to make a change today in an elimination game. Look at guys like Reese D'Amico, Noah Adams, Colin Peacock at the bottom of this order. All have had big hits in this series. Peacock with a 2-run triple in Game 1. Reese D'Amico has been stellar in this series. 3 for 7, a couple of RBIs, a pair of walks. He's put in quality at-bats pretty much every time he's come up. And even Noah Adams, an RBI in last game as well, hitting over 300 with a 316 average this postseason. Those are the bottom 3 guys in that Bulls order. So the depth, both teams have great depth, but the Bulls' bottom of the order has cashed in more often than not in this series comparatively to what we've seen from this Orioles team.
Exactly so. I mean, when you can get that type of production at the bottom of the lineup and having even Mr. Peacock, if he gets on base with his speed, he can steal bases and get in scoring position so that their heavy hitters at the top can actually drive him in. This is Bulls are a very well balanced team.
Most certainly they are. Let's give you the Lineport Bulls starting lineup for this afternoon's action. Batting leadoff, the shortstop, number 1, Braden D'Amico. Batting second, the right fielder, number 53, Noah Hogan. In the third spot, his mainstay spot, the third baseman, number 9, Jack Rothenhauser. Hitting cleanup, the first baseman, number 33, Georgie Montez. Batting fifth and back catching here tonight, it'll be Alan Umbenhauer wearing number 24. Zach Smith, the second baseman, wears number 20, batting sixth. Noah Adams, a designated hitter, hits seventh here today. Reese D'Amico out and left, bats eighth, and Colin Peacock, the center fielder, hits ninth for the Bulls. That rounds out their starting 9 with Adam Maini on the mound. Give you the defensive alignment here for the Orioles behind their starting pitcher in Matt Zeminski. Zeminski last pitched in Game 3 of their semifinal series against the Northern Yankees. Went 4 innings in that ball game. Talk more about his line in that contest coming up. But give you the defensive alignment behind him. Jeff Charles forms the battery pairing with Zeminski and Charles at the pitcher and catching spot. From third to first, left to right across the infield, Zach Delp over at third. Pat Cregolo patrols shortstop. Trey Hinkle, the mainstay at second base, stays over there. And A.J. Brocious out at first base. From left to right in the outfield, Robbie Lamb in left. A change here today for the Orioles out in center field. Dominic Bayo not in the lineup. They'll go with number 7, Ben Pierre-Paolo, made an appearance in Game 3, and an out in right field. It is Ian Sensitz. That's how the Orioles align behind Matt Zeminski here this afternoon. Braden D'Amico has emerged from the Lineport dugout as he takes some practice hacks there just outside the left-hand batter's box. Zeminski, 4 innings in that third game against the Northern Yankees, allowed 4 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 1 walk, 1 K on 56 pitches. It was his first career postseason start. Number 2 comes here today in Game 4 of the championship series. First time he's seeing the Bulls in 2025. Zeminski's first pitch to D'Amico, and that one's fouled back to the backstop. We're underway in Game 4 at Simmons Field. Can't mention how gorgeous of an afternoon it is.
Yeah, there's not that much breeze, so the ball's not. I mean, the ball's going to fly true. It's not going to be carry, to any of the specific left or right field or center field.
Zeminski's 0-1 misses upstairs, 1-1 the count. Going to give you the umpire and crew. Mark Brown behind home plate, calling balls and strikes. Perry Leonard will be down the first baseline, and it'll be Mike Applegate, the third base umpire for today. Zeminski's 1-1. And backs him up inside, 2-1 to D'Amico. Braden's had a fantastic postseason, really series as well. 6 for 11, 2 RBIs, multiple hits in each of the first 3 games. 2-1, and he takes a fastball on the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
That's a nice fastball. He wasn't looking for it. It's kind of frozen.
Good sequencing there from Zeminski. Went the off-speed the pitch before. Got him looking on a fastball on the outside corner to even the count up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. D'Amico's always been a good postseason player. Hit .417 last year in the playoffs. Zeminski's 2-2. And that one is bounced on the ground towards first. Ooh. Nicely snared by Brocious. Took a tough up on him. But he made the play nicely. Takes it to the bag himself. 1 up, 1 down for Zeminski. Here in the first 3 unassisted. Brings up Noah Hogan. Well, last time Noah Hogan took an at-bat at Simmons Field, things got a little bit chippy between the two. Slammed his bat into foul ground. Words were exchanged between the two after the conclusion of that second game.
Oh, wow.
things diffused rather quickly. Didn't see a carryover into Game 3. Hogan had a solid Game 3, though, for these Bulls. 1 for 2 with a walk in that game. First pitch, and he takes it on the inside corner for a strike. 0-1 to Hogan.
Zeminski seems like he has pretty good control, throwing that fastball on the outside against these left-handed hitters.
Good place to live.
Yep.
Keep it away.
Oh, yep.
Zeminski's 0-1. Hogan, give it a thought, didn't swing. 1-1 the count.
I think Zeminski wanted that, but
Seen that a lot this series.
Mhm.
Pitchers wanting calls, but
well,
just not getting them. Zeminski's 1-1 pitch to Hogan, and he swings and misses down and out the count 1-2. Important out for Zeminski to get here with Jack Rothenhauser waiting on deck. The type of series, the type of postseason he's had. Zeminski winds with a 1-2, and that misses low and in the dirt. Off the inside edge, 2-2. Here to Hogan. Hogan, a good speed threat.
now's the time to pull the string if you can. Get him way out in front of it.
2-2. Hogan belts into the air to right field. Since it's going back, that is gone. A solo shot for Noah Hogan, and 2 batters in. The Bulls have started the scoring. Knew it was getting back towards that wall, just didn't know if it had enough to clear, but it did get up and out. Noah Hogan, his first postseason home run in the Blue Mountain League, and in Game 4, the Bulls strike first. They're up 1-0 in the top of the first.
You can't throw dead bread. Not expect damage.
Noah Hogan hasn't had a great series. You have the stats here, Jack, but I feel like he was due to break out, and he certainly broke out in a big way there, sending it into the trees well beyond the right field fence.
Came into today 1 for 9 in the championship series and got a big-time blast there to start the scoring. Brings up Rothenhauser at a 2-run home run back here in Game 2, also with a couple between the houses behind the left field fence that were fouled. First pitch from Zeminski. This is in for ball 1. Not the start you're looking for if you were Zeminski.
You don't see a lot going out in right field because of the hill, because of the distance a little deeper than left.
Big swing and a miss from Rothenhauser, 1-1 strike. And we knew Hogan gave it a good ride, but wasn't sure with that hill, like you mentioned, Tony, if it was going to have enough to clear. It did just get up and over.
That makes that fence a lot higher because of the hill.
Yeah, it plays like almost like a mini green monster.
Yeah.
Rothenhauser lines on the left. That's a fair ball. That's going to go down the line and all the way back to the wall. Rothenhauser turns first. He's going to try for second. Throw comes in. Craiglow will not make a throw, so Rothenhauser into second, standing with a 1-out double.
Well, if you're looking for an MVP candidate in this series, they don't give one to my knowledge. I don't think they do, but if they did, he certainly would be at the top of my list for the MVP of this series.
Brings up Georgie Montes. After a fantastic regular season, was struggling in the playoffs, but I think he might have broke out that a little bit in Game 3. Went 2 for 4 with an RBI single. Rothenhauser at second, 1 away. Zeminski's first pitch. Fastball on the inside corner, 0-1. So after the leadoff ground out by D'Amico, a home run by Hogan, a double for Rothenhauser. The Bulls are pouncing early. 0-1. And it skips away from Charles. Going to kick up the first base side. Rothenhauser will easily trot down to third on the wild pitch. If you're Zeminski here, you just got to take a deep breath.
Yep, compose yourself. Just think of the hitter.
Delp comes in over at third, playing on the edge of the grass. Middle infielders playing back. Broch is playing halfway in over at first.
I'm surprised they're not playing.
Montez rips one to the left field. Lamb's got it lined up. Makes the reaching catch. Rothenhauser's going to tag. He'll come in to score. Throws cut off from Craiglow. Sacrifice fly from Montez, and it's 2-0 Lineport here in the first.
Well, the wild pitch playing a role in that run. The double up by Rothenhauser goes to third with 1 out on the wild pitch. And what they do so well, they have an opportunity to score a run in any way possible. They get it in on the sac fly by Montez, who had a pretty good ball game in Game 3 the other night over at Lineport. Had a couple of hits.
Cannot understate the importance of situational hitting. Well done right there on the Bulls side of things. Umbenhauer attacks the first pitch, flies it to the left center field gap. That's going to split it and go not back to the wall. Cut off by Lamb. Throw is going to get into second base, so Umbenhauer took a big turnaround first. He'll hold up there with a 2-out single. The sixth batter of the inning coming up. And Zach Smith going to get a courtesy runner for the Bulls, and number 14, Braden Rader, who made his first appearance of the postseason in Game 3 Thursday night. That was DH in that ball game.
That was good hustle by Lamb.
Yeah, good. He did a good job of getting to it, holding him an hour to a single here and keeping him out of scoring position for now.
Exactly.
Comes Zach Smith, 6 for 19, 333 average, pair of RBIs in the playoffs thus far. 2 for 8 in the championship series. We're at first, 2 down. Zeminski's first pitch, and Smith tags one in the air to left, and that's way foul. 0-1.
Well, they're aggressive. I mean, they're
coming out swinging.
Yep. If they're seeing that ball anywhere near the strike zone, they're going after it.
Well, these guys told me after the game, yeah, we love playing at Lineport Stadium, but it's okay if we don't see it again until May.
The 0-1. Smith fouls it back to the backstop quickly, 0-2.
They have no desire to go back and play a Game 5 there tomorrow night, if they can help it.
See that in the way they're starting this first inning. A lot of early swings, doing a lot of damage. Already 2 runs across in the inning so far on 3 hits. No balls and 2 strikes to Zach Smith with the courtesy runner Rader at first. Zeminski gives the runner a look, the 0-2. Smith pokes one on the ground towards short, slowly hit. Kregeler charging, he's going to have to put it in his pocket. Infield single for Smith. Ball died off the bat, so now 2 on and 2 out for Noah Adams, and the Bulls have a chance to potentially put a hammer down early with Noah Adams.
The thick grass helping the Bulls there. The grass a little thick, maybe a little. We had some rain around here last night. I don't know if that played a role, but that ball looked like it was going to get the shortstop in a hurry, and it never really did get there to Mr. Who's that great shortstop we have? Oh,
Kregeler out there.
Pat Kregeler, yeah.
First pitch missed outside with a fastball, 1-0 to Noah Adams.
He reminds me of a Cardinal shortstop named Paul DeJong, yeah.
Current Washington National, the 1-0. Adams flies one in the air, foul ground. It's going to go out of play to the right field side. 1-1. Bulls designated hitter. Adams, such a useful commodity. Talked about his athletic training field. Now DH and catcher hybrid for this Bulls team. If Umbenhauer, with his back isn't feeling it, can go behind the plate, fouls it back. 1-2 now the count. Big reason why their current center fielders on the team is Noah Adams.
That's right, he recruited him.
Zeminski a strike away from stranding a pair in the first. Already 2 across for Lineport. 24th pitch of this opening inning. Runner dancing off second, the 1-2. Adams held back the swing, 2-2. Nice off-speed pitch there from Zeminski. Did get Adams to think about it. And good hand strength to hold it back. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 out in the first. 2-0 Bulls. Zeminski deals. Adams flies in the air to right. Since it's going towards the line, he will reach up to make the catch and retire the side, but not before the Bulls played a pair in the first. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. Bulls up 2-0. Orioles coming to bat on Penn Sports Radio.
The Northwestern Lehigh Educational Foundation is a nonprofit organization that supports the educational goals of the Northwestern Lehigh School. Since inception, the foundation has funded more than $2 million in innovative projects to support the district that would not have otherwise been funded. You can help by becoming a sponsor. Learn more about making a tax-deductible donation or participating in the Pennsylvania EITC program at www.nwlef.org/sponsor. There has never been a more critical time to support our schools.
Nutropoli Bank is a bank that you can trust because Nutropoli Bank treats each and every customer as an individual, encouraging them to dream big and reach for their goals. Since 1910, Nutropoli Bank has ensured the financial well-being of all their customers. When you're ready to take that first step, they'll be right by your side. For your convenience, Nutropoli Bank has 3 locations in the Lehigh Valley, Nutropoli or Field of Emmaus. For more information, go to NutropoliBank.net. That's NutropoliBank.net.
Home out of the first inning, Lineport leading 2-0 in Game 4 of our Blue Mountain League Championship Series. They give Adam Maini an early lead to work with, and for a guy who does not need a lot of run support, got to feel like this is a bigger hole than just its 2-0 feeling for the Orioles early in this one. A.J. Brocious shook up the lineup here ahead of Game 4. Let's give you the Orioles starting lineup here. Ben Pierre-Pavlov, center fielder, will hit leadoff here today. Zach Delp, the third baseman, gets bumped up to the 2-hole. Trey Hinkle, the second baseman, bats third. Pat Cregolo, the shortstop, hitting in the cleanup spot. Ian Sensitz, the right fielder, bats fifth. A.J. Brocious, the first baseman, hitting sixth. Steve Sokoski, the designated hitter, bats seventh. Jeff Charles, the catcher, hitting eighth. And Robbie Lamb, the left fielder, hits ninth here this afternoon for the Orioles. So, again, a bit of a different lineup. Some guys getting shuffled around. Pierre-Pavlov now into a full-time playing role. And first pitch for Maini. And a fastball in for a strike on the outer half. It's how the home half of the first gets underway. Pitch into the first inning, already hearing it from the Orioles side.
Yep.
0-1 into Pierre-Pavlov 0-2.
Well, this guy behind the plate has been doing this for 53 years. Mark Brown, long-time local umpire, coach basketball at East Stroudsburg High School. Had a great team back in 1994. It was still coaching with Pocono Mountain West, I believe, and just a great guy. You're gonna bark on him. You're kind of crazy.
The 1-2 upstairs out of the zone. 2-2 to Pierre-Pavlov.
I believe, is that Applegate down at third base? Mike Applegate, who's another long-time area baseball umpire and very familiar in this league.
2-2 high chopper to second by Pierre-Pavlov, fielded by Smith, fires to first in time to get him by a step. One away.
That's the Adam Maini way. He's not going to strike out a ton. I think he only had 2 Ks in the victory in Game 1, so he's going to pitch to contact and let his defense do the work.
He's got good defense, too.
Very good defense, especially at shortstop and in center field. Those two guys are very special.
Yes, sir.
Always important to have good defense up the middle. First pitch to Delp. Takes it high out of the zone for ball 1. Delp, 1 for 8 in the series, so trying to find his form. A lifetime .311 postseason hitter. The 1-0 on the outside corner, 1-1. Bulls up 2-0 in the early going. 1-1 to Delp. And swinging a foul tip into the glove, 1-2.
Nice breaking ball.
Maini, just a wizard out there. You just every pitch comes in with intent, purpose. The 1-2 in there. Strike 3 called. Delp down looking. 2 away in the first, and it brings up Trey Hinkle.
Well, Delp didn't like the call, but long as that call goes both ways for 7 innings, I don't think you really have a legit complaint. Maini's already painting the corners and mixing things up really nice so far. He's off to a good start.
2 out, nobody on for Trey Hinkle. 3 for 7, an RBI, 3 walks in the series this far. First pitch low and in for ball 1.
They call him Frosty, and you see why, because of that beard.
Maini, grizzled veteran out there. The 1-0. Hinkle rips it on the line to right. That's going to be down for a base hit. Hogan going to have to go up that hill. Hinkle rounding first, trying for 2, and he's going to get in standing easily with a 2-out double. Nice poke there from Hinkle. Brings up the tying run in Cregolo here for the Orioles, and the guy who's had 16 RBIs in the postseason. The right man up early on for Egypt.
6 in 1 game back in the semifinals, and of course he had the 4 on 1 swing the other night at Lineport Stadium that gave his team a 4-2 lead. They couldn't hold on to it, but certainly one of the top players in this series.
And you're looking at the runner at Hinkle at second. First pitch to Cregolo. Hits a chopper towards third. Rothenhauser, nice pick on a short hop. Whips it over to Montez at first in time to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. 2-0 Bulls after 1 on Penn Sports Radio.
Calling all prospective advertisers. Penn Sports Radio has been the most reliable source for Northwestern Lehigh sports, and as we head into the spring sports season, we would love to have you become part of our team that makes it all possible. Please consider a sponsorship with Penn Sports Radio so that we can continue to provide so many great moments for Tiger athletics. We were there to broadcast the state championship wins for Tigers football along with girls and boys soccer. We want to continue to be there for years to come. Contact me, Tony Sibilla, at psr.broadcasting@gmail.com to see how you can become part of the team that provides this programming for the community.
You deserve to get good service and great rates. At State Farm, we get it. And we're here to help because with every State Farm policy, you get good neighbor service and you get surprisingly great rates. So what are you waiting for? Get going and talk to a local State Farm agent about your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Sean Lay in Fogelsville today.
Top of the second inning, 2-0 Bulls lead over the Orioles. 8-9-1 due up for Lineport here in the second. Reese D'Amico will be followed by Colin Peacock, and back to the top of the order where his brother Braden. Reese has had a under-the-radar, solid performance across the playoffs, especially this series. 3 for 7, pair of RBIs, a couple of walks. Had an RBI single in Game 3. That made it 4-3 Orioles at the time. Swings at the first pitch and loops one to the left field line. That is a fair ball. It's going to get to the wall, so D'Amico will turn first. He's going to get into second, standing with a leadoff double. That was right down the line. But Mike Applegate down there emphatically saying it's a fair ball. And a fast start to the second for the Bulls with D'Amico's double. 4 for 8, 500 average in the series.
What's his on base percent? What's his on base?
On base percentage here in the playoffs for D'Amico is certainly got to be up there. Braden as well. I mean, hitting over 500. Now brings up Colin Peacock.
That's okay.
Peacock squaring. He did offer 0-1.
This Bethlehem connection that the Bulls have established with the D'Amico brothers and Colin Peacock, it's going to pay dividends for years to come. If they can keep these guys happy in Lineport, these guys are going to be productive BML players for many, many years. And throw Rothenhauser, who's not that old, throw him into the mix. They're going to be set for a long time. You know, you talk about a team, Jack, that's going for its 6th title in 10 years. They're set up to win a lot more in the next 10 years if they can keep these guys around.
A dynasty in this league, a lot of great young talent there. D'Amico, 450 on base percentage in the playoffs. The 0-1. Peacock rips it on the line to the right field side, 0-2. Back to that D'Amico double. That was right on the chalk.
It was.
I can't, from my perspective, did it hook or did it?
It did hook. It was
Okay.
looking more like it was going to stay in the line at first and hooked right towards the chalk to hug it and
Okay.
stay fair.
Okay. Thank you.
But Applegate in great position to make that call. I think he made the right one.
The 0-2. Peacock lifts it in the air. Left center field. Craigelo going out. Reaches over. Makes the catch.
Nice
Great
catch.
play
Wow.
from Craigelo.
Wow.
Over the shoulder catch out in shallow left center for the first out of the inning. Always spells trouble out there. So Braden D'Amico coming up. Reese second, one away. First pitch. And this is outside for ball 1. Look at the runner at second. Reese D'Amico out there, the 1-0. Braden lines it to the left. That's going to be a base hit. Reese getting waved around third. No throw to the plate. It'll be cut off by Craigelo. RBI single. One D'Amico plates another. Braden with an RBI single. And it's 3-0 Bulls here in the second.
Again, the Liberty High, the Bethlehem connection working, paying dividends for the Bulls. And Braden D'Amico, another kid who knows how to win big games. He did it at Liberty, up at East Stroudsburg. I mean, they're just winners, and they brought this mentality now to a Bulls team that already had a pretty good foundation. And they're jumping all over the Orioles here today. It's not looking good for the guys in orange right now with Adam Maini on that mound and knowing how he handles big games so well.
We're going to get a pitching change here. It appears for the Orioles. It's going to be Evan McAndrew coming in. Or not just yet. It looked like he was going to toe the rubber, but he went out there as part of that mound visit. Wonder if he was the guy who trying to settle him down. And amidst that change, so Zeminski going to stay in for the time being. Has surrendered 3 runs for an inning into third plus. Braden D'Amico at first, 1 away. But gotta wonder how short that leash is for Zeminski at this stage of the game. Pickoff tried. Braden D'Amico dives in safely.
This is an important hitter for him. I mean, I know you always have to get the hitter out, but this is a very, very important. And that runner cannot get into scoring position.
Another pickoff try. Roches couldn't handle it at first, but didn't kick away enough for Braden D'Amico to even think about advancing. So 2 moves over for Zeminski here before he's even thrown a pitch to Hogan. Hogan hit a solo home run to start the scoring his first time up. Zeminski, first pitch, and Hogan takes a fastball at the top of the zone for a strike 0-1. Already 6 hits for the Bulls into the first inning plus. Hitting Zeminski hard. And the 1-0-1 part of me, this is up and away. Even the count 1-1.
Zeminski getting a big start here. He hasn't had a lot of experience, especially in these situations. A tall order for him to come in and a must-have game for the Orioles.
It's his second career postseason start.
There you go.
The 1-1. Hogan flies in the air to left. That's going to be a foul ball. 1-2.
Don't know much about him. I see in the bio he's a Whitehall grad. I don't know college for him. He's been in the league a few years.
First year with the Orioles. First year in the Blue Mountain League since 2021, back with the Braves. Ball and 2 strikes. Runner off for second. Hogan lines it to the right. That's a base hit. D'Amico's going to go first to third. They hit and run. Works to perfection.
Wow, that was a nice piece of hitting. He had the second baseman on the move, and then he put it right through the hole.
Textbook hit and run. And I think now we're going to have to get a change as they make their second mound appearance of the inning.
Jumped the gun on the first pitching change, but not this time around. Zeminski gives off the ball. New arm coming to the mound here for the Orioles. Down 3-0. It's going to be Justin Jackowitz coming in here to replace Matt Zeminski, who goes an inning and a third, allowed 7 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned. He's still responsible for both runners on the corners. So Jackowitz, who opened the series at Lineport for the Orioles, will come in here now and try to give them some length.
Yeah, he was the guy I thought was going to get the ball to start the game. Veteran pitcher, the Orioles' career, actually the league's win leader in the modern era, which is the win-bat era. And I thought he was going to get the ball, so A.J. Brosh is rolling the dice with Zeminski, trying to give the Bulls a different look, somebody they haven't seen. It didn't exactly pay off to this point.
Certainly did not work out the way that Brochus would have hoped in this Orioles team. Would have loved to see Zeminski get a little deeper into this one, but not the case. They got to roll with the punches. Jackowitz in, trying to mitigate the damage. 1 run across in the inning on an RBI single from Braden D'Amico. Good speed out there, and the heart of the order coming up. Rothenhausler, who we've seen on numerous occasions this series, with 1 swing can put a ball way over the fence. And
it's a great challenge. It's a great challenge for Jackowitz right away, and I know he's seen just about everything he could possibly see in all his years in this league, but this is not a great spot for him to enter.
Both sides of that coin, though. We know Rothenhauser can do a lot of damage, but you got a ground ball, you could turn a double play,
right.
Get yourself out of this thing.
That's right. And I'm sure that's what he wants to do right here.
Jackowitz, a longtime veteran in the Blue Mountain League. First pitch to Rothenhauser in the dirt. Hogan off for second. He's going to get an easily with a stolen base, so wipes out any chance of the double play. 2 in scoring position now. Hogan had 7 stolen bases in the regular season, swipes one now.
And we're going to get an intentional walk for Rothenhauser.
Yeah, Rothenhauser will get first base after the opening ball. So load him up, 1 away. Georgie Montes. Says the hitter now. And
same approach now for Jackowitz, trying to get the less than fleet, I would say, fair to Georgie. He's not the fastest guy. He can move down there, but great double play opportunity if he hits the ball at somebody on the ground.
Corners playing on the grass. Middle infield is a double play depth. First pitch fastball on the outside corner, 0-1.
I'm surprised they're not trying to cut off anything and just take it to the plate.
0-1. Swing and a miss from Montes, now down in the count 0-2, so Jackowitz going right at him.
Yep.
Critical juncture for the Orioles early in this game. Ready down 3-1 unlimited there. The 0-2. Montes swings and misses, overpowers him in that at-bat for the second out of the inning. First strikeout for Jackowitz, and it brings up Alan Umbenhauer.
If the Orioles come back in this ball game, remember that strikeout. That was a key out in this game. Jackowitz showing no fear, going right after the cleanup hitter for the Bulls, and he gets the big K, the biggest K of the game so far.
Yes, sir. Exactly right.
Left to Umbenhauer for Lineport to add on to their 3-0 lead. Jackowitz first pitch. Umbenhauer lines it into right center field. That's a base hit. 1 run in. Hogan flying around third. Rothenhauser, he is going to be held up there. No, he goes to the stop sign. Throw coming to the plate. It is not in time. Bases clearing double for Alan Umbenhauer, and it's 6-0 Bulls. It was a late stop at third. Rothenhauser didn't catch it, and he rumbled all the way to the plate to bring home 3, and it's 6-0 Bulls in the second.
Well, wouldn't you know it, we've been talking a lot, at least I've been talking a lot about the youth of this Bulls team and all the new players they have who have brought energy to this lineup, and it's a veteran, a guy that's been around for a long, long time out of Whitehall High School. He's still on the Whitehall coaching staff, Alan Umbenhauer, in his second decade in this league, and he gets arguably the biggest hit of the game and the season now for the Lineport Bulls.
First pitch is Zach Smith. Jackowitz is off the outside corner, 1-0.
How about Rothenhauser trucking around those bases?
I was thinking he was going to get the stop, which is why I let it go, but I saw, man, he was a full head of steam. Smith chops one on the ground at third. Delp knocked it down, but he can't handle it. Smith's going to reach. Took a tough short hop into the chest of Delp. There's not much you can do about that.
No.
Smith gets aboard. Runners on the corners. 2 away for Adams, and that one's blocked nicely from Charles. Smith's going to get down to second, no throw. 2 in scoring position again, and Bulls and seriously threatening to put this thing out of reach early. Adams grounds it towards second. Grass killed that ball, so Hinkle able to field and fire to first in time to retire the side, but not before the Bulls plate 4 more runs, 3 of them on a bases clearing double from Alan Umbenhauer. 4 runs on 4 hits, 1 error, and 2 left. 6-0 Bulls through 1.5 on Penn Sports Radio.
SportsWire isn't just a sports media platform, it's a dynamic community hub that connects local businesses with passionate sports fans, families, and student athletes. By becoming a SportsWire sponsor, you get unmatched visibility reaching thousands of engaged visitors across our website and social media channels. Your sponsorship also directly supports student athletes, fostering a culture of sportsmanship, leadership, and growth. SportsWire is a growing team of dedicated professionals who are present at the games, capturing the moments that matter most. We understand that every business is unique. That's why we offer flexible sponsorship packages. Contact us today. Email us at media@sportswire.com or call us at 570-575-3803. SportsWire, where businesses thrive and communities unite.
Home half of the second inning, and the Orioles have their work cut out for them, trailing 6-0 here early in Game 4. It'll be 5-6-7 due up. Ian Sensitz followed by A.J. Brocious and and Steve Sokoski, as Hinkle had the lone hit in that first inning with a double. First pitch, Sensitz takes it for a strike. 0-1. The 0-1 outside, 1 ball, 1 strike to Sensitz. And for the Orioles,
they just got to.
It's about base runners.
Yeah, they just got to think about getting one and putting up some runs here, and not think about the mountain that they have to climb, or just take a couple steps upward.
It's the off-speed pitch and a 1-1 count gets it over for a strike.
I mean, they still got 6 innings, so they can
That's
still
right.
chip away at it.
18 outs to work with.
Yep.
And this is a team that can score runs in bunches. They did it in the series clincher against the Northern Yankees. 12-run rule victory.
1-2. And it's going to come inside. Almost hit Sensitz, 2-2. Maini, big cushion to work with. 6 runs out there, and for a guy who pitches to contact, doesn't rely on the swing and miss stuff, certainly looks to bode well for him. The 2-2, that one's ripped on the ground, knocked down by Montez. He'll beat Sensitz to the bag for the first out of the inning. Nice play all around from Georgie Montez. Stayed with a hard hit ball, knocked it down, kept it in front of him. Recalibrated himself to pick it up and beat Sensitz to the bag in a race. So 1 away for A.J. Brocious. Brocious hitting .320 in the postseason, a home run, 9 RBI, including 3 for 8 in the series. Gonna start things against Maini in the second. Skips to the plate low for ball 1.
I think he did the right thing today, trying to shake up the lineup a little bit, move some people around. Only had 2 hits the other night.
1 away on the outside corner for strike 1-1.
Of course, one was the grand slam by Craigelo, but still, you're limited to 2 hits. You know that the guys aren't producing the way they normally do.
1 up and out, so 2-1. Brocious ahead in the count. 6-0 Bulls, bottom half of the second. 2-1. Brocious hits it hard on the ground up the middle, fielded by Braden D'Amico. Going to cross behind the second base bag, fires to first in time, 2 away.
These guys make the hard plays look easy. I mean, that looked effortless.
Yep.
But, D'Amico's so good at shortstop.
Really is. You can see it in his fundamentals. So smooth, so fluid.
I mean, that
every play, you said it, every play looks easy.
Yeah. The
Nothing
same thing,
phases this guy.
Same thing with the guy in center, and oftentimes the same thing with the guy at third base. He makes hard plays look easy.
Sokoski coming up, 2 out, nobody on, and the first pitch fastball in at the top of the zone at the letters, 0-1.
These Orioles, again, as they did in Game 1, they're making some solid contact against Adam Maini.
0-1. Sokoski bounced it on the ground outside the bag at third, 0-2.
If you go back to that Game 1, the first batter of the game, first batter of the series, launched one to deep right center, and Peacock ran it down, and I thought that set an immediate tone for that game and really for the series.
No balls and 2 strikes. Maini's pitch, and the fastball misses up high, 1-2 the count. And just like in Game 1, Maini is economical as ever with the pitch count. 25 through an inning and 2/3. Back Sokoski up, even the count up 2-2. 26 pitches, 16 strikes now. Gets his sign, the 2-2. In there at the top of the zone, strike 3 called. Sokoski doesn't like it, but that will retire the side. Orioles down in order, no runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left. All Bulls early, up 6-0 after 2 on Penn Sports Radio.
The Northwestern Lehigh Educational Foundation is a nonprofit organization that supports the educational goals of the Northwestern Lehigh School. Since inception, the foundation has funded more than $2 million in innovative projects to support the district that would not have otherwise been funded. You can help by becoming a sponsor. Learn more about making a tax-deductible donation or participating in the Pennsylvania EITC program at www.nwlef.org/sponsor. There has never been a more critical time to support our schools.
Nutropoli Bank is a bank that you can trust because Nutropoli Bank treats each and every customer as an individual, encouraging them to dream big and reach for their goals. Since 1910, Nutropoli Bank has ensured the financial well-being of all their customers. When you're ready to take that first step, they'll be right by your side. For your convenience, Nutropoli Bank has 3 locations in the Lehigh Valley, Nutropoli or Field of Emmaus. For more information, go to NutropoliBank.net. That's NutropoliBank.net.
Top half of the third inning, 6-0 Bulls, 8-9-1 due up. Reese D'Amico will be followed by Colin Peacock and Braden D'Amico. Jakowitz's first pitch, and Reese flies it in the air to right field. Sensit's coming in on it and into a slide to make the catch for the first out of the inning. Aggressive. They've been it all day.
I know.
Nice catch by Sensits, though. I mean, Reese, I know how he loves to run the bases. That would have been 2 probably had it fallen.
Yeah.
Nice catch by Ian out there.
Colin Peacock comes up, flied one into a triangle of Orioles last time up. Craig made a nice over-the-shoulder catch. First pitch swinging, flies it back behind the Bulls' dugout, 0-1. And
they're not watching any pitches.
No, they're just going. They're going right after, and they know Jackowitz. I mean, he pitched it earlier in this series. He's been pitching forever.
Yeah, the 4th time seen him this year. Pitched
wow.
twice against them in the regular season, game 1 of this series. So they know what he brings to the table. Peacock comes up empty down in the count 0-2.
It's okay if Peacock goes 0 for 25 for me. His value defensively is amazing.
Yep.
He's been a lot better than that hypothetical 0 for 25
right.
mark too. They're a 333 hitter in the playoffs.
Right.
So,
but he doesn't have the pressure, especially in that 9 spot of having to deliver.
That's the thing. Even the 9-hole hitter is hitting that of a good clip for this Bulls team. That's what makes them so tough to topple. Low and away, 2-2 to Peacock now. Peacock pops it in the air. Third base side. Delp ranging into foul territory. Long run for him. Reaching out and can't make the play. Great try from Delp. Just not able to haul it in. Had to run a long way onto that backfield here at Simmons Field. That's
used to be an active softball field. Doesn't look like they use it anymore. Egypt has a great youth association. They do a lot of stuff here. They still have Kurt Simmons Day every June. Very active park, and there's usually reunions going on.
6th pitch of the at-bat now to Peacock from Jackowitz. And it's going to miss low in the dirt, so from down 0-2, Peacock's worked it full. Nice job to battle back in the at-bat. The ball's 2 strikes, and Peacock grounds it towards first. On a knee to Pickett is Brocious, takes it a couple steps to the bag. 2 up, 2 down in the third for Jackowitz, and it brings up Braden D'Amico. 1 for 2 with an RBI single back in the second. 6 RBIs in the postseason, 7 for 13 in the series. D'Amico has been nothing short of an excellent table setter at the top of this order. First pitch, and D'Amico pounds it into the dirt, foul. Nicely fielded by C.J. Salaby down the first base side.
He used to play third base. Hasn't played. I mean, he might have gotten in a game or 2. I didn't even look at the stats, but he
9 games this year, 3 at-bats.
Wow, that's more than I thought he would play. Must have been short of guys because he doesn't like to go out there anymore, I don't think.
0-1. D'Amico gets a piece of it, fouls it back, 0-2.
But when we talk about 5 previous BML titles for the Bulls, he definitely was the third baseman for a couple of them.
It's kind of like Brian Palaha. He goes in there when he needs to.
Yeah. Brian, does he even have a regular uniform? He wears that like coach's thing.
He has one though.
High chopper behind the mound. There's no chance you're gonna get D'Amico. Just pounded it so much into the dirt that it popped up over Jackowitz, trying to range back there. So an infield knock for Braden D'Amico keeps the inning going for Noah Hogan. 2 for 2 with a home run and a single.
I would give him an intentional walk.
Right, can't really do that with Rothenhauser waiting behind him.
No, I wouldn't do that.
No. He can't play games.
The next guy would.
That's the.
I might even walk him with the bases loaded, Rothenhauser.
But this guy's he's been on the ball.
He's really sharp today.
Yep.
Hogan the last 2 games has performed well. 3 for 4, 1 for 2 in game 3. For the walk, now 2 for 2 today. First pitch low for ball 1.
I wouldn't be surprised if Jankowitz is throwing it, unintentional. Oh, he threw a strike.
1-0 grounded up the middle. Nicely fielded by Hinkle, who steps and fires to
Nice
first
play.
in time to get Hogan to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. It is 6-0 Bulls through 2.5 on Penn Sports Radio and SportsWire.com.
At Play It Again Sports in Allentown, you can shop and save with prices up to 70% less than retail. Whether you're starting a new sport or upgrading your current equipment, they've got the best deals on top brands. Plus, don't let your unused sports gear collect dust. Sell it for cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports gives great equipment a second chance. So head to Play It Again Sports in Allentown today, where your passion for play meets your budget. Play It Again Sports is located in Allentown on Catasauqua Road next to Aldi. Are you tired of a dull, dirty ride? Bring your car to Kronberger's Auto Spa. Our expert team will get your vehicle back to the showroom shine. From thorough interior detailing to exterior washes, we'll make your car look and feel like new. Visit Kronberger's Auto Spa today and experience the ultimate in car care. Kronberger's Auto Spa, where a cleaner car is just a stop away. To learn more and schedule your appointment, call or text 484-894-5345 for more information. Get a sparkling clean car today from Kronberger's Auto Spa.
Home after the third inning, Orioles have a sizable hole to dig out of. It'll be 8-9-1 due up. It'll be Jeff Charles followed by Robbie Lamb and Ben Pierre-Pavel against Adam Maini, who's worked 2 scoreless thus far. Just 27 pitches. First pitch to Charles. Bends one over the outside corner for a strike. Maini's 0-1. Charles takes another on the outer half, quickly 0-2, and Maini's not a guy you can sit back and wait against.
No.
Otherwise, you'll find yourself quickly down in the count. The 0-2. Charles lifts it in the air to left. Down the line. If it's fair, it's gone. It is a foul ball.
Foul ball. When he was younger, Maini could blow it by just about anybody. Yeah. Morning call pitcher of the year back, I believe, in 06 for Emmaus High School. Went to Kutztown University.
Yes, he did.
And he's really become a, that we talked about it the other night, the difference between a pitcher and a thrower. He was a thrower, now he's a pitcher.
0-2. Charles bounced it on the ground outside of third, another foul ball. So, see the 5th pitch of the at-bat.
He's a guy, too, Jack, I believe. Some of these guys stay around a long time. I went down 5 years from now when he's 42. He still might be taking the ball and pitching for these Bulls.
Just a warrior effort. It's just outside, 1-2.
Because you could go to the senior league, and a lot of guys do, where you play once a week. But I see this guy as a great competitor. He wants to get out there and play 27 games.
2, just low. Peel to first, did not go on the swing. So even the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good at bat from Charles.
Yeah, he's doing a really good
inning.
job. Of course, Jeff's a veteran, too.
Another Kutztown guy. Golden Bear on Golden Bear action here. The 2-2. And Charles takes it just below the knees. Full count.
He's got a good eye. 0-2, and then
last 2 pitches did not miss by much.
I know.
Full count pitch. Charles hits it on the ground. Another foul ball to the third base side. And the lengthy battle will continue. He's just so strategical out there, like you were talking about, Keith. And not just a thrower. He's a pitcher. You see every pitch. Charles bounces it back up the middle. Going to be a tough play. D'Amico makes the play in the hole. Fires to first in time. Did take a nice friendly hop for him. Thought that was going to scutter a little lower, but did pop up for him. So 1 away.
I don't know which broadcaster, but somebody called that a room service hop. I don't know, Tim McCarver, Richie Ashburn, somebody in the past has called that when the ball just nice and easy to you.
He actually
you could set your
back,
feet.
Actually kicked back towards him, too, as he was running towards him. Yeah.
He doesn't need much help. He got a little help there.
Robbie Lamb hitting in the 9-hole today. The leadoff spot for bulk of the postseason. Tacks the first pitch and lines it into left center field. That's a base hit. That's going to go into the gap. Lamb turns first. He's trying for second. Peacock's throw's coming in. No, he's going to slam on the brakes late. He took, I think it was almost halfway to second base, but late hold up. Content with a one-out single. It was.
When you're 6 runs down, you got to do that. You can't take any chances whatsoever.
Back to the top of the order in Pierre-Pavel. Grounded up to second his first time up.
you don't want to give any gifts to Mr. Maini by getting thrown out at second base.
His first game starting since back in the first round against the Ellertown Royals. Snaps one over the inner corner, 0-1. Mean slider there for him. 0-1. Powell takes it in there, 0-2. Quickly down in the count. Cheers continue to home plate umpire Mark Brown.
Getting brutal now.
Balls and 2 strikes. That's off the outside corner.
I think the frustration's starting to set in just a little bit for these Orioles, too. They had a great regular season again. Had every intention of gaining revenge for last year's four-game series loss to these Bulls, and right now have a huge hill to climb.
The 1-2. Powell bounces on the ground towards second, could be 2. Smith bobbles, it goes to second, gets 1. No chance to get the speedy Pierre Pavel on the return play, so reaches on the fielder's choice. 2 down, and it brings up Delp. Delp struck out looking his first time up. Delp 1 for 9 in the series. Came into the day a lifetime .311 postseason hitter, 8 homers, 28 RBIs. Runner off for second, Pierre Pavel. Delp hits it on the ground at short. D'Amico handles it, slings it to first in time to get Delp to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. It is 6-0 Bulls after 3 on Penn Sports Radio.
Budget Store and Lock is the leader in storage in Pennsylvania. Since 1997, they've been a leader in the industry and have grown to be one of the largest storage companies throughout the Lehigh Valley and surrounding area. With many locations to serve you, there's sure to be a Budget Store and Lock self-storage facility within minutes from where you live. Whether you're storing a few seasonal boxes and totes or a complete 4-bedroom home, Budget Store and Lock Self-Storage has the right storage space for you. Our facilities are well managed, maintained, and equipped with camera monitoring systems. We try to make it easy for you, including payment options that suit your needs, like online payment. Budget Store and Lock also offers a college student summer storage program with discounted rates for pickup, storage, and redelivery. We service all colleges and universities in and around the Lehigh Valley area. So contact one of our many locations today to speak with a storage manager expert. Go to budgetstoreandlock.com.
Top of the 4th inning here at Simmons Field. Justin Jackowitz going back to work for the Orioles. Bulls up 6-0 in a firm control of this Game 4 of this championship series. For 3 innings, they have come out to Egypt Memorial Park on a business trip to try to end this series in 4 games like they did a year ago. 3-4-5 due up. Rothenhauser followed by Montez and Umbenhauer. Umbenhauer had the big hit in the second to clear the bases. Rothenhauser first pitch swinging. Pops it in the air. Foul ground first base side. Long run for Brocious, and he cannot make the play. Tumbles to the ground. Good effort from Brocious there down the right field side. Just out of his outstretched reach. 0-1 to Rothenhauser now.
Don't expect any let up here by Lineport. I mean, they're seeing this opportunity to close out this series, and they know they're not going to get their hacks in again until next May. This Blue Mountain League season, by the way, begins around Mother's Day, the week after Mother's Day. So it's a long time between games here for a lot of these guys, and they want to get their hacks in.
0-1 ripped on the line to the left. There's a base hit for Rothenhauser, and leadoff man aboard in the 4th.
Boy, he's on the ball. I mean, he's.
Every time he hits it,
Yep. I mean, he
comes off the bat.
Whatever they're throwing up there, man, he's on that pitch.
The luxury would have to be having StatCast data to just get the batted ball metrics from him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See the exit velocities coming off the bat. So many guys in this league, it would be great to have those numbers on. Montez first pitch swinging. Fly it in the air to right. Since it's coming in a couple of steps in his sights and puts it away, 1 down. 1 away for Alan Umbenhauer. The veteran backstop of the Blue Mountain League. Spent time in the Northern Yankees. Won a title with them in 2021. His second go-around with the Bulls. His first was when they first joined the league from 2014 through 2016. Back with Lineport again. Returned a year ago. Won his second title in as many years with this team. Umbenhauer hits a chopper to third. Delp waits back on it, goes to second for one. Slings it over to first. Pulled Brocious off the bag. Wouldn't have been in time anyway. So they get the force at second. 2 down. Going to get a courtesy runner here in Braden Rader for Umbenhauer with 2 away. Brings up Zach Smith. 1 for 2, single reached on an errors last time up. Jackowitz trying to get through a second consecutive clean inning. First pitch fastball to Smith in for a strike, 0-1. Smith came into the day, hitting .333 in the playoffs. 2 RBIs, pair of doubles, the 0-1. And it's going to be low in the dirt. Nicely blocked from Charles, 1-1. Smith takes it low and tight, 2-1. Bulls hold a commanding lead. Slow chance to put the hammer down with a pickoff try back to first. Rader and easily was step off the bag.
I don't think the Bulls are gonna play it like routine here. I still think they might run a little bit. No lead is, and you know the old adage is no lead is too big a lead in the Blue Mountain League. I mean, especially with the Orioles and the way they can hit.
Can never score enough runs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jackowitz pitch to Smith, and he belts in the air to right center field. That's towards the gap. That's going to get down out there. Splits the gap. Raider flying towards third. It's going all the way back to the wall. Raider's going to be waved to the plate. Smith turns second, going for 3. It's an RBI triple for Zach Smith, and it's 7-0 Bulls in the 4th.
Well, he's 3 for 3 today, I believe. I mean, a guy that hasn't been demonstrative in this series. Now he's coming. I mean, you know, with these Bulls, everybody gets their turn. Everybody gets their day.
Adams up with 2 out and Smith the third. Knew that ball split the gap, and it took the hop all the way back to the wall. Allowed Smith to coast into third standing. Raider scored all the way from first. Brings up Noah Adams. 0 for 2 with a fly out on a ground out. Adams fouls back the first pitch.
And now you reset this.
Go out of play.
I'm doing the scoring here, by the way, Keith.
Okay. Oh, you get the board going there. Nice volunteer work by you, Tony.
Yeah.
And Adams lines it towards right. That's going to be foul outside the line. So quickly 0-2.
It does bother me that hasn't been in use. I really appreciate Tony adding another task to his lengthy list.
Like I don't have enough already.
I said.
The laundry list for you, Tony. Get another.
Didn't know I was going to do this until game time.
Yeah, brought out here right before we took the air today. 0-2. Adams hits a chopper towards third, and it kicks off the glove of Delp. Smith's going to come in to score. 8-0 Bulls. Delp took the first step in on that ball, realized he had to go back, try to play the long hop. And once it clanked off his glove and into foul ground, there was no chance. Even the way he started the first step in, it was going to be tough to get Adams, even if he fielded it cleanly. So it's now 8-0. D'Amico takes the first pitch fastball. Low ball 1. 2 across in the inning. I believe that's got to be an error on that Adams play.
Yeah, I would think so. I'm not sure if he would have gotten him, but it did allow the run to come in.
Low and outside, 2-0 to Reese D'Amico.
I feel like Orioles are coming out flat today a little bit. I mean, they just put everything into winning that Game 3, and when it didn't go their way after the Craigelo Grand Slam, I just feel like a overall team sag here today.
Doesn't help going down 6-0 in the first 2 innings.
Yeah. When you're down 2-1, Keith, do you think about going McAndrew if you're the Orioles, or do you try and save him for Game 5? I don't know.
Talking to
you got to win. You got to win today.
Yeah, talking to A.J. Brocious, all options were on the table when he left Lineport Stadium on Thursday night. He definitely indicated that Jackowitz wouldn't get the start, but who knows what went through his mind.
Grounded back with the middle, past the diving Hinkle in the center for a base hit. Adams pulls into second, stops there. 2 out knock for Reese D'Amico. Keeps the inning going for the 9-0 hitter in Peacock.
All this damage is done with 2 outs.
Yeah.
You know, they had 2 outs. They had a guy at first base, and then wham, it's like 3 more runs.
Already Already down at 6-0. That damage of 2 outs just backbreaking. On the Orioles side of things, Jack was trying to hone in and get Peacock to end the inning. First pitch, swings and pops it up. Third base side, Delp makes the call and puts it away to retire the side, but not before the Bulls played a couple more runs. 2 runs on 2 hits. 1 error and 2 left. It is 8-0 Bulls. We're halfway through on Penn Sports Radio.
Tri-County Teamwear is your go-to destination for local spirit wear, offering a large selection of in-stock and on-shelf swag for the Tigers, Bulldogs, K-Kids, and Blue Bombers. Tri-County Teamwear offers bulk, wholesale screen printing, embroidery, and custom online team stores. Services are done locally in-house, providing fast, friendly, quality service and on-time delivery. Where local team pride meets quality and service, it's Tri-County Teamwear. Visit them at 27 Main Street in Walnutport or call 610-767-4149 for more information. You can also visit their website, tri-countyswag.com.
You deserve to get good service and great rates. At State Farm, we get it. And we're here to help because with every State Farm policy, you get good neighbor service and you get surprisingly great rates. So what are you waiting for? Get going and talk to a local State Farm agent about your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Sean Lay in Fogelsville today.
3-4-5 you up on the home map of the 4. Trey Hinkle first pitch swinging, hits it high in the air, deep to center field. Peacock gets turned around back there. It's over his head. That's going to go back to the fence. Hinkle chugging for second. He's going to round second and try for third. Peacock puts his hands up out there. So Trey's going to round the bases just in case. So he does cross home plate as the umpires are now going to trot out there and see if Peacock's claim of the ball being wedged under the fence is applicable.
He would have had third for sure, but even if Peacock fielded it, he might have been able to take home. I mean, it's a real questionable call.
That's to the right of the 402
it's 400
sign.
feet out there.
That's going to say that's like
that might even be a little deeper than
415 or something.
Peacock looked like he was running a marathon. It took him so long to get back there.
It took a wrong first step in, and he got completely turned around.
He turned around,
ruined any chance of him making that play.
Oh, they're going to call it a home run.
Call it a home run. So an inside the park home run for Trey Hinkle. They deem Peacock could have played it. And a run across for the Orioles. And now C.J. Salaby going to trot out from the dugout. He's going to go out to the outfield. And
now I can't see if I'm assuming that platform for the camera out there in center is past the fence, or is it inside the fence?
It is behind the fence.
Yeah,
it is past the fence. Braden DeMeco, the shortstop's all the way out there in center field with them as the contingent of Bulls outfielders there converging as well. Reese DeMeco, Peacock, and Noah Hogan out there. Salaby talking with our third base umpire, and Mike Applegate, who was the one who went out there, made the verdict. So
yeah, he made, but he really wasn't in close proximity to the ball to make an accurate call. I'm not defending but that's a tough call for
they want to confer now.
That's a tough call for a second base umpire.
I think he was trying to see where the ball was. And to Peacock's credit, he didn't touch the ball. He wanted the umpires to see where it was. And we really have no idea what the...
From our vantage point, we have no idea where that ball is.
Yeah.
We're aligned on just towards the first base side of things here behind home plate. So no way to see where that ball is at, located way out there in center field. Umpires converging, having a brief chat about that last play. It was originally ruled that it was an inside the park homer for Hinkle. See if they overturn things. But I think we have to alter things in my scorebook, but
I think there might be they might want to appeal to whether or not he hit third as well, because it looked like is that Rothenhauser at third?
It is.
Okay. I'm not sure. He asked for the ball, so I'm wondering if they were going to appeal to any of the bases here.
Expect a Billy Martin type uproar if that happens.
To appeal, you have to step off and then throw when the play resumes. So we'd have to wait in time for that until the umpires.
I just find it hard to believe that Peacock would just kind of like,
When did he throw his arms up? Was he?
Hinkle was rounding second as the time
Second?
he put his hands up. So
Okay,
Hinkle
so-
was going to get third easy.
Yeah.
No way you're going to get him there.
But when he puts his hands up, though, that means even if he's not touching third base, he would have to go back to second.
And
Yeah,
now
it
it looks like Hinkle is going back to
It might be a
second.
judgment. See, I don't know if I would put him at second. I think
Well, if it's their
Well,
judgment, then you
yeah.
certainly
I
should
mean,
put him at
I
third.
agree.
If it is their
Yeah.
judgment, it should be
Yeah.
third base.
I agree with you, Tim.
Roche is coming out to talk with
But if the
Mark
ground rule
Brown.
says any kind of ball that is either wedged under the fence or goes over the fence, it's a automatic ground rule double. That's what the ground rule might be saying.
Hinkle talking with Maini on his way back out to the base pass, so he is going to be out at second base. That's hard to believe that at minimum he didn't get third. I mean, he
Yeah.
was rounding second when he threw his hands up. I mean, how does
Yeah.
he not
Yeah.
get given third
Yeah.
yeah,
base there?
he wasn't even close to getting the ball either. So
Yeah. So,
Because he did stop in front of the fence out there.
Yeah.
So
But Jack, if the ground rule is that a ball is wedged or goes over the fence, it's a ground rule double. There's nothing you can do about the ground rule. You can't
Yeah.
all of a sudden,
Okay.
yeah, well, he definitely would
fair.
have made third.
Yeah.
I agree with you. He definitely would have been on third. But
they try
I
and
don't know how
play
you can go
major.
against the ground rule.
Yeah, they try and play major league rules here. So if that is, if that's the case, then that might be why they ruled him at second.
We've seen so many major league teams lose runs because the guy's got to go back to third. That only can get two bases on a ground rule double, and he easily would have scored so many times.
missed low and away, 1-0 to Pat Craiglow. So wipe out the inside of the Parker. Hinkle with a leadoff double.
The hope at this point is that doesn't come back to be the controversial moment of this game. At this point, it doesn't really matter. But
And he's 1-0 to Craiglow. Hard grounder outside third, foul, 1-1. As intriguing of a start to the fourth inning as you could draw up there on the opening play. Craiglow trying to start this merry-go-round for the Orioles as they try to claw their way back into this one, trailing 8-0 home after the fourth, an elimination game for them. Craiglow check swing, peel down to first.
if anything, that multiple conversation there
Did not go.
Hey, it could break the rhythm that Adam Maini was. He didn't like giving up the hard hit ball by Hinkle, and then he's got to wait to work on Craiglow here.
2-1. And this is low, 3-1 to Craiglow.
And he's a guy that really just likes to get it and throw it. He doesn't like to stand around out there too much.
Craiglow up in the count, 3 balls, 1 strike. Hinkle at second, nobody away in the fourth. Meat of the order trying to do some damage for the Orioles. That's outside ball 4, so a double and a walk to start the inning. Best opportunity the Orioles have had against Maini in this series. Brings up Ian Sensitz, who grounded out to first in his lone at bat of the game, and we're going to get a mound visit here. But how we're going to go out to Maini. Look at Maini. He has on the day, pitch count wise, just 48 through 3+. So still quite efficient in that aspect of the ball game.
Okay.
30 of them being for strikes. He's got 3 hits, 1 walk, struck out 2 thus far.
Well, here's where the Orioles have got to take advantage. First and second, nobody out. Don't think about 6 or 7 runs. Just think about maybe 2 or 3 to get yourself back in this game.
About base runners and ideally base hits. First pitch from Maini to Sensitz. Takes the ball down, 1-0. And he sets the 1-0. Sensitz puts it on the ground, foul outside the bag at first. That ball was pinballing crazy down the line. Kicked back in a fair territory, and the last second dove outside the bag for a foul ball.
I was wondering if it might have actually hit him, just because it looked like it might have hit his foot. But
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
yeah,
It sounded,
initially, yeah.
like he fouled it, it went off his foot, and then
Ball 1 strike. Maini deals. Sensitz takes a fastball high, 2-1. Sensitz fouls one back, 2-2.
Got that curveball up a little bit. I don't think he wanted it that high in the strike zone, but he
Got away with it.
Yeah.
Tony, when you're down, when you're up 8-0, you don't care where
Yeah.
you want to get strikes.
No, you want to throw strikes.
And you
You're
have that
absolutely right.
defense behind you.
Jack, you got three old guys who believe in fundamental baseball here.
Yeah.
Trust me, as a Mets fan, I love good fundamentals more than anybody when I don't see that from them. Sensitive chases out of the strike zone and goes down swinging. One away in the fourth.
I was going to say, as a Mets fan, where does fundamentals fit in?
Not much these days. Third strikeout of the day for Maini there. So brings up A.J. Brocious. Won like 2 of their last 15. It is brutal to watch on a
How
nightly
about
basis.
those Milwaukee Brewers, though? They were down, 8 runs or something to the
8-1
Reds?
last night.
And they still won the game?
Won 10-8. Christian
Bob
Yelich had a
Bob
4-hit
Uecker
night.
is smiling down from up above in that franchise, I'll tell you.
5 RBIs for Yelich last night. The Brewers refused to lose. Top seed in the NL.
They did not look good early in the season either. It was looking like maybe some of the moves they made were questionable, but they pulled it around.
Ever since June, they've kicked it into another gear. They've been one of the best, if not the best teams in the Major League Baseball. Nearing 80 wins now in mid-August. Brocious rips it on the ground towards first. Montez goes to second, and he threw it away into left field. Hinkle will turn third and come in to score. Craigla was going to get into third standing. Kicks under his glove, so Umbenhauer will have to back it up. And some rare sloppy defense from the Bulls allow the Orioles to get on the board with their first run of the day.
I was thinking Montez should just snag it and go to the bag and take the out. And, and he tried to be a little too aggressive there. And now you got the door open here for the Orioles, who got to have a run on the board and an opportunity to get a little closer here with a big hit from Solkowski.
Well, what Montez did wrong there, he fielded it back at the bag at first. So what you want to do, throw it to the outside. He threw it inside lane where D'Amico had to try to dive to get it, and he couldn't get it.
That's a throw that always makes me cringe a little bit at any level, that first is to the shortstop.
Solkowski lifts one in the air, right center field. Hogan going back into the gap, makes the catch. Craiglo's going to tag at third. Throw will go into D'Amico. No throw to the plate. Sacrifice fly for Solkowski gives the Orioles their second run of the inning, make it 8-2.
Exactly what the Orioles needed here, to just chip away, take that 8-run deficit down a little bit, get themselves where maybe a grand slam, a 3-run homer grand slam can really get them back in this game.
They got the bats to do that. They showed proved that last game.
Charles takes the first pitch, strike 0-1. Had a lengthy battle last time before grounding out to short. And Charles pops it in the air towards second, picked off by Zach Smith. That will retire the side. 2 runs on 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 runner left. Orioles on the board with 2 in the fourth. Bulls up 8-2. We go top 5 on Penn Sports Radio.
The Northwestern Lehigh Educational Foundation is a nonprofit organization that supports the educational goals of the Northwestern Lehigh School. Since inception, the foundation has funded more than $2 million in innovative projects to support the district that would not have otherwise been funded. You can help by becoming a sponsor. Learn more about making a tax-deductible donation or participating in the Pennsylvania EITC program at www.nwlef.org/sponsor. There has never been a more critical time to support our schools.
Nutropoli Bank is a bank that you can trust because Nutropoli Bank treats each and every customer as an individual, encouraging them to dream big and reach for their goals. Since 1910, Nutropoli Bank has ensured the financial well-being of all their customers. When you're ready to take that first step, they'll be right by your side. For your convenience, Nutropoli Bank has 3 locations in the Lehigh Valley, Nutropoli, Orfield, and Emmaus. For more information, go to NutropoliBank.net. That's NutropoliBank.net.
Top half of the 5th inning, Lineport leading 8-2 here in Game 4 of this Best of 5 Blue Mountain League Championship Series. New arm on the mound for the Orioles. It is going to be Rod Berger, number 38, taking the mound. In his third year with the Orioles, sub 350 ERA in each year since joining the team, so he has been a quality arm for them. Postseason stats, went just a third of an inning in his only outing there for the O's. It was back in the opening game in the semifinal round. It was a 15-9 win against the Northern Yankees. Went a third of an inning, allowed 7 hits and 5 earned runs.
Yeah, he had a rough. That's his one rough outing, but he is usually a very reliable pitcher for them, and can go several innings if needed.
He's faced the Bulls on numerous occasions this year. 3 innings pitched, 1 run. None of them, that lone run was not earned in 2 regular season games against Lineport. First pitch to Braden D'Amico, and that's going to be on the outside corner for a called strike 1. Already the 4th time through the batting order here for Lineport in the 5th inning. The 0-1, blowing away.
Well, looking for the Bulls to make a response here. I mean, they saw the Orioles chip away a little bit, take 2 runs off that lead. See if they come back swinging the bats aggressively here.
Lead back to 6. That one in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike to Braden D'Amico. Burgers 2-1. D'Amico slashes one foul to the left field side.
No matter what happens, Tone, our final Saturday in the park.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sing like Chicago. But
Trump
next Saturday will be Saturday in the stadium. You'll be in a different stadium, but I think we're both going to be in stadiums.
Yep.
D'Amico down on strikes,
Absolutely.
comes up empty, so 1 away in the top of the 5th.
I'll be over at Smith Field for
and
Wilson and Northwestern.
I will be at Bethlehem Area School District Stadium for Freedom, hosting the Whippets of Downingtown West, a really good football team.
Yes.
Produced Will Howard, right?
Yes. And that's going to be exciting.
Hogan on the ground towards second, right at Trey Hinkle. Nice friendly hop throw, snared by Brocious. 2 away.
And I'll stay for the nightcap. It's a doubleheader at BASD. Next Saturday is the Golden Hawks of Bethlehem Catholic make their debut under Joe Bernard. They take on East Pennsboro. So I'm just going to be spending the entire Saturday over at the BASD. Not a finer place to spend a day, I guess.
Love the new out-of-conference format for high school football. Rothenhauser in the air to left field. Lamb's got it.
Quick
Makes
inning.
the catch
Good
to
job.
retire the side. So Berger, quick work in the top of the 5th, sets the Bulls down in order for the first time today. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left. 8-2 Bulls. We go bottom 5 on Penn Sports Radio.
In real estate, there's a number for everything: square footage, down payment, interest rates. But how do you measure the trust you have in your agent? For a RE/MAX agent, it's not about numbers on a contract. It's knowing that RE/MAX agents have been voted the most trusted in real estate. That means you'll get honest advice, expert guidance, and someone who's committed to your success. Because while numbers count, trust is what truly matters. RE/MAX voted most trusted real estate agency brand by American shoppers based on the 2024 BrainSpark American Trust Study. Each office independently owned and operated.
Contact Joy Augustus, Realtor at RE/MAX Real Estate today. Call or text 610-653-5327 or reach the office at 610-770-9000.
Home out of the 5th inning, it is 8-2 Lineport over Egypt here in the Blue Mountain League Championship Series 4th game. Lineport holding a 2-1 series lead, and they're closing in and have their sights set on back-to-back titles, 6 titles for these Bulls since joining from the Tri-County League back ahead of the 2014 campaign. Keith, it's been a dynasty of the ages.
There was no getting used to the league. They jumped right in. They made it to the league finals in 2014. Their first year in the league, they lost to the Northampton Giants in that championship series, but then they started winning things in 2015, and they've been just a great addition and a great franchise for this league.
3rd time trying to go back-to-back championships in 15 and 16, then 2018, 2019. Trying to make it 2024 and 2025. First pitch to Robbie Lamb in for a strike in the bottom of the 5th. 0-1 will be Lamb, followed by Pierre Pavel and Delp here for the Orioles. 90s first. 0-1, pardon me. Up and in tight, 1-1. Similar story to game 3 right now. 3 hits at this point for the Orioles. Lamb fouls it back out of play, count 1-2.
Yeah, they have not bunched them in any shape or form the way the Bulls have. And they've got a couple hits here and there, not nearly enough, by the way, but
very sporadic.
Yeah,
production.
and it's taken some misplays by the Bulls for them to get on the board.
1-2, and the one skips to the backstop. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
The only guy that really hitting the ball hard for Jordan AC, or the Egypt Orioles, if you prefer, is Hinkle. He hit the ball hard, really, 2 times today.
Hinkle and Craiglow both have had fantastic playoffs for this Orioles squad. 2-2 to Lamb. pops it up. Can sail out of play. Still 2-2.
Parked in the danger zone again, so I'm hesitant to turn around. I just don't want to know. I just don't know. I don't know how close it. I'll see it at the end of the day.
2-2, low and away. Full count to Lamb. Quality at bat thus far. Here from Lamb, see if he can turn it into a trip on base. Payoff pitch from Maini. Swings and misses. He's down on strikes. Fourth K of the day for Maini. That brings up Pierre Pavel.
He's not going to put double-digit K totals on the board, but he is going to pitch to contact, let that defense do its work, but occasionally he'll blow it by somebody, and he did right there to Lamb.
Pierre Pavel. Grounded out, reached on an error. That one's grounded to the first base side. Foul, 0-1.
I imagine Bob Bargy was here today, Tone. Did
yes,
you see
he
him?
is. Yeah,
he's
stopped
ready.
by.
He's got the championship trophy. It's a big deal when a team can clinch. They get that trophy from Mr. Bargy. I have a number of pictures of him making that presentation over the years.
0-1 to Pierre Pavel. Swings and misses. Big swing from Pierre Pavel, 0-2.
Handed it over to the Bulls last year, but at Lineport Stadium.
That's right, under the lights. Yep.
He's probably out there down the third base line with the trophy somewhere. Can't spot him yet.
And he sets the 0-2. Pierre Pavel takes it up and away.
He's got to be very, very proud of the direction this league is going in. It's its 79th year of Lehigh Valley Amateur Baseball at its finest. And I just hope it continues for another 79. It's been great enjoyment for me over the years.
Pavel off the fist, pops one up first base side, and Maini reaches out and makes the play.
Well, he's having fun out there now. I mean,
he's throwing a leather around.
Yeah. And he's showing that
showing it off, too.
Pitchers are athletes, too.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's got such good defense. He said, I can show you, I can do it, too.
He had a look on his face that if I was the first baseman, I would have backed off and then ran the other way because
you will see him.
He was determined.
Just put your hands up and say, hey, you got it.
Yeah.
It's yours, you want it, you got it. In there for called strike one to Zach
There
Delp.
indeed was a bull who was charging there, a 37-year-old bull.
Yeah.
The lone stampeding bull, and it was out of Maini on that last play. Delp grounds it outside the bag at third, foul, quickly 0-2.
The only thing questionable about Adam Maini is his wardrobe, but other than that,
yeah,
he has some interesting shirts he wears.
Get that tank top he likes to wear. We could do a pictorial spread with him.
Oh, yeah.
Adam Maini through the years, starting when he was a baby-faced high school kid. Yeah, well, yeah. He was straight-laced high school kid about 15 years ago.
Yeah, did you not post a picture of him
I did.
recently? Yeah,
I did.
I could not believe that was him.
Yeah.
0-2 is up out of the zone. 1-2 to Delp, Maini's pitch. And Delp lifts it in the air, center field. Peacock drifting back a couple of steps. Flips the hips to make the catch, and that will retire the side. Orioles down in order in the fifth. Bulls 6 outs away from another Blue Mountain League title, up 8-2 after 5 on Penn Sports Radio.
Old Homestead Golf Club is an award-winning 4.5-star daily fee course nestled in the foothills of the Blue Mountain where history and tradition are part of everyday life. Old Homestead is one of the first courses in the Lehigh Valley to offer state-of-the-art GPS capabilities on their championship 18-hole course. Old Homestead Golf Club is a big supporter of local schools, non-for-profit organizations, special causes, and initiatives. Ask how your group can host a dine and donate event at their place. Old Homestead Golf Club will donate 15% of all cafe sales generated by your dine and donate event attendees, excluding tax and gratuity, to your organization. All you have to do is schedule a date that will bring the most attendees into Old Homestead Golf Club. The more people, the more dollars for your organization. For more information about golfing or a dine and donate event, go to oldhomesteadgolfclub.com.
Top of the sixth, 8-2, Bulls on top here in fourth game of a best-of-5 championship series in 2025 for the Blue Mountain League. Another fantastic season that is on the wind down here in 2025. I'm Jack Heym alongside Keith Groller, Ed Bulsza, Tony Sibilla here this afternoon at Simmons Field at Egypt Memorial Park in Whitehall.
If we do have a post-game celebration for the Bulls, we'll talk to CJ. We'll see if we can talk to a player or two. We'll get out there with the wireless, and although they're not that far away, they may come over here. But we'll definitely get some interviews in post game. Let me send you out there, Jack, with the mic.
Hey.
Let you have some fun with it. Keith will clearly be doing a lot of his own work there.
Well, I got to take a picture. We don't have a photographer here today, so we always do that team picture thing when the championship is crowned.
Georgie Montes leads up the top of the sixth. First pitch from Ron Berger in his second inning of work outside, 1-0. Montes followed by Umbenhauer and Zach Smith here in the sixth, and Montes grounds with right to Brochus at first. Steps on the bag, one away. So Umbenhauer coming up. 2 for 3, singled. Hit a 3-run double and reached on a fielder's choices last time up.
Little case of too little too late, but Berger's really done a nice job since he's come on here.
First pitch to Umbenhauer, up and in, ball 1.
And as I said earlier, it's not because the Bulls have just laid the bats down. They would still like to get their hacks in here.
1 in, 2-0. You're not seeing anything different approach-wise from the Bulls here. It's just Berger's had good efficiency on the mound. 2-0. Umbenhauer takes a swing and a miss, 2-1. So if the Bulls win this game, that would be the 4th championship in 5 years for Umbenhauer with the Bulls. Started in 14 with them, stuck through the 2016 season, came back a year ago, grounded towards the hole at short, hit on the back end from Craigelo, fires to first, and not dug out from Brochus. That's going to get out of play. So Umbenhauer down to second. It's going to be E6 on Craigelo. We're going to get a courtesy runner here for the Bulls at number 30, Tyler Coleman. Coming in for the Bulls. Appeared in 15 regular season games. Scored 9 runs. Smith tripled on a run his last time up. He's 2 for 3. Berger's pitch. Smith swings and lofts one in the air. Popped up at short. Craigelo waiting for it to come down and makes the call on the catch. 2 down, and it brings up Noah Adams.
We've seen Coleman certainly be a bigger part of this team in the past. I'm not sure if his availability. I think he might have been playing in another league as well, but nice to have somebody like that to come off the bench. Quakertown product.
Well, Adams responsible for bringing home the 8th run and reached on an error. And he takes the first pitch fastball for a strike, 0-1. Brought home Zach Smith, hit it right down the third base line. Stelp couldn't field it on the backhand. There in that 4th inning. 0-1. Just out the outside corner, 1-1, just missed. There from Berger.
I didn't get an opportunity to count league championships for various franchises. I know Martins Creek has got a bunch. There's an Allentown franchise that won 4 in a row when they came into the league.
Adams slashes one in the air to right and foul down the right field side, 1-2.
But the 6th title for the Bulls has got to put them pretty high up in terms of all-time franchise championships.
These Orioles have 8.
But they've been around since the 70s. I mean, this team has only been in this league since 2014. It's been amazing.
Just shows you how well that they have played in their brief time here. Adams grounds it past the diving Delp and a left for a base hit. Coleman's going to be waved around third. Throw is not going to come into the plate. RBI single for Noah Adams, and it's 9-2 Bulls.
2-out single. I mean, that's
on the 2-out hit.
Yep. That's the way you win. I mean, you win games, even big games, but that's the way you win games.
So an RBI base knock for Adams. He's going to get pinch ran for Braden Rader.
I think everybody in this lineup except Peacock has either scored a run, had a hit, or knocked in a run.
Mm-hmm.
It's just been amazing balance all the way through the lineup.
Miko takes the first pitch heater for a strike 0-1. So the Bulls have added on. Lead up to 7 again. Here in the top half of the 6th, leaving no doubt right now. In his 4th game, D'Amico hits a hard grounder. That's in a right for a base hit. Rader's going to pull in at second base. 2 on, 2 out, and Reese D'Amico, at the bottom of this order, continues to tear the cover off the ball.
That was a nice piece of hitting because you know, he wasn't going to turn on that ball.
Yeah, they hit it. They hit the ball where it's pitched. And some of that is the Bulls' way, but some of that is the background that these kids have. And I've been talking about Liberty a lot, and Liberty's perhaps the premier program in Lehigh Valley High School baseball, and Andy Pitsilitz is the coach there. These kids are taught the right way from a very, very young age.
Peacock, first pitch swinging, fouls it back 0-1. D'Amico being Reese 3 for 4 today.
And
Braden's 2 for 4, so.
And I just wrote about this 9 and 10-year-old team from the Lehigh Little League, which is right over there in the heart of Bethlehem on Shanersville Road. That's where the Lehigh Little League team, they have a great complex there, and they had a team over there that went all the way and won the East Regional. That's as far as they could go. They couldn't go to a World Series, but some more talent on the way for the city of Bethlehem, and especially those Liberty Hurricanes.
On the outside corner, 0-2 to Peacock. 2 on, 2 out in the 6th inning. 1 run across on the RBI knock from Noah Adams. Both these D'Amicos have had great championship series for these Bulls. Reese 6 for 11 now. Peacock flies one in the air, shallow center. Craiglow drifting out. Coming in is Pierre Pavel. Makes the catch, and that will retire the side. But now before the Bulls add another one run on 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 left. 9-2 Bulls. We go bottom 6 on Penn Sports Radio.
Shankweiler's Drive-In is the oldest operating drive-in theater in the world. Established in 1934, it has delighted audiences with double features on its large outdoor screen. Our snack bar offers a wide variety of tasty treats ranging from simple munchies to complete meals. The drive-in also boasts 2 exclusive party spaces which are available to rent out to groups attending our theater. You can also give the perfect gift of a Shankweiler's gift card to a friend or for yourself. Shankweiler's is located at 4540 Shankweiler Road in Orfield. Go to shankweilers.com for more information. Check out our events page for upcoming programs. Shankweiler's Drive-In, a Lehigh Valley tradition.
You deserve to get good service and great rates. At State Farm, we get it. And we're here to help because with every State Farm policy, you get good neighbor service and you get surprisingly great rates. So what are you waiting for? Get going and talk to a local State Farm agent about your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Sean Lay in Fogelsville today.
Home after the 6th inning. Trey Hinkle will lead it off for the Egypt Orioles. Down 9-2 at this current juncture, running out of time. They want to pull off an all-time comeback. Adam Maini goes back to work. He's through 5 innings so far. 3 hits, 2 runs, none of those earned. Hinkle first pitch swinging, grounds it through the hole and into right for a base hit. And Trey Hinkle continues his solid afternoon. He's 3 for 3.
And he's had a day. If only some of his friends would have also contributed a little bit more, it might be a different game. But Trey going out like a great competitor that he is. He's had a lot of success in this league over the years.
Hinkle 6 for 11 in the series.
Wow. That's good hitting. Very good hitting.
Spraying the ball all over the field and
especially going
making our contact.
3 for 3 against Mr. Maini. It's like he's got nothing to be ashamed of.
Feels like a magic act to have that good of a day against an arm like this.
I know.
Craiglow comes up. 0 for 1 today. Walked and scored his last time up. And it's going to bounce to the plate. Nicely blocked from Umbenhauer back there. Ball 1. It's been this part of the order to be the catalyst for this Orioles offense today. So if they're going to want to jumpstart themselves late in this game, it's got to be these guys to do it. Hinkle started with a single. Craiglow trying to keep the momentum going, following that up. 1-0 in the dirt. Love 2-0.
Well, they got to be, again, still be thinking about, okay, let's get 2 or 3 here and turn the lineup around for the last inning. I mean, you got to think of maybe getting 3 here and then maybe 4 the next inning. You can't think about maybe putting an 8-run spot on the board here.
2-0 to Craiglow. And for a strike, 2-1.
And, you know, try and stretch out these at-bats, too.
Right.
Make Maini have to work that
pitch
pitch
count. Yeah, I mean, he
count.
is 37, and it's a very, very hot day.
Yeah.
78 pitches right now, 49 of which for strikes. 2-1. Craiglow chased out of the strike zone and comes up empty, 2-2.
It looks like a breaking ball that he took something off of. Because
ability to tunnel those pitches.
Yeah, Craiglow was way out in front of that pitch.
Started as a strike and then just fell off the table.
Yep.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Hinkle at first, nobody out. Maini's deals. And Craigelo knocks one up the middle into center field for a base hit. Waited back on that one.
Yep.
Back-to-back singles to start the sixth for the Orioles, and that brings up Ian Sensitz.
That was nice because he couldn't handle the other pitch, but then he saw it again and he said, I know what to do with it. Straight up the middle. Mr. Craigelo is a good ball player.
Love those in-at-bat adjustments. You see it again, you wait back just enough to knock a line drive into center field.
Yep.
A pro's pro.
Yep.
Craigelo with that kind of at-bat. Howard takes a quick trot out to Maini here.
A little premature to be thinking about a change, but you always got to think ahead in this game. And if I'm C.J. Salaby, I'm telling Jared Schaefer, hey, buddy, you pitched so well or twice in this series. Get ready. We might need you for an inning.
First pitch to Sensitz. Yeah, it's going to miss low outside for ball one.
The job that he and Jack Lloyd did the other night, everybody, of course, talking about the home run by Jack Rothenhauser, but the pitching was really paramount for the Bulls.
Sensitz on the line. That's past Montez into right for a base hit. Hinkle's going to take the turn, hold up at third. That's going to load him up. 3 straight hits. And the Orioles.
That's what I said.
I mean, something up here in the sixth.
I mean, Brocious can go deep or at least clear the bases, and we got ourselves a game again.
Maini not as smooth as it was back in game one. Different outing than each of his first 2 postseason go-arounds. Bases loaded, nobody out for Brocious. That's up and away for ball one, and that's been the problem for Maini this inning. Hinkle attacked the first pitch, but got behind everybody else. Got down 2-0 to Craigelo, 1-0 to Sensitz before he lined it into right, and now 1-0 to Brocious. The 1-0. That's up and out, 2-0. Got to wonder if Maini's starting to run low on gas here, up over 80 pitches.
I'm seeing somebody take a ball and maybe start tossing over there.
2-0 for Maini. And that one missed just high, 3-0.
Do you look at one or do you?
I give the take sign.
I think I would, yeah.
3-0, chance to walk. That's it for a strike, 3-1. Now Brocious can go back to work.
Yep.
Last thing you want, 3-0, you roll into a double play, take yourself right out of a big inning. 3-1 to Brocious, base is full. Hinkle at third, Craigelo at second, Sensitz at first. 3-1 on the outside corner, strike 2. Brocious thought it was ball 4. Count full. Pitch number 88 coming from Maini. Ball's 2 strikes. Brocious, it's a high chopper, foul to the first base side.
Might have gone after ball 4 there.
Yeah, I think he's hitting defensively.
Good battle between Maini and Brocious. Arm's starting to loosen for line four. We'll try to get you a number. 3-2. Brocious slashes one foul, waited back on it, able to get a piece. So 2 straight foul balls at a full count.
Maybe Jack Lloyd's under consideration. Maybe even Cooper Michael's under consideration. I don't know, but the guy that I would think about here getting into this game if I need him, Jared Schaefer.
Still a full count. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming to Brocious. Hits a hard grounder, but right at Smith. Takes a friendly hop. They'll go to second for 1, back to first in time. 4-6-3 double play. Just what Maini was looking for. A run does come in to score, so it makes it 9-3, but 2 big outs.
It's almost as if Adam Maini was saying, shut up, Groller. What are you talking about Jared Schaefer for? We're going to roll the old 4-6-3 here, and we're going to be back in good shape.
Sokoski trying to keep the inning going. Craigelo at third and 2 out. Just outside for ball 1.
I had to wait to talk to Schaefer the other night because he was doing sprints. Now, why would you be doing sprints? But he was. And he was out of breath for like 10 minutes. I had to wait to talk to him.
In there for a strike.
Was he running up that hill? Or?
Well, I could walk up that hill and be winded and not be able to talk for 20 minutes.
Sokoski grounds it foul outside the bag at third, 1-2. Did you ask him why he was doing sprints, Keith?
I did not. I just wanted him to save. I was trying to, give him time. You know how sometimes you get a foul tip and maybe the umpire gets one off the foot or whatever, and you wait. I was trying to give him some time, and I was just batting the breeze, and I was doing most of the talking for a while till he could actually speak.
1-2 to Sokoski. Takes fastball high, even the count up 2-2. Got to wonder if this is the end of the line for Miami after this inning, nearing the century mark.
Well, again, they got a bunch of options over there.
94 pitches here. 2-2. That misses outside. Full count on pitch number 95.
Sokoski is one of those guys who can put 2 up on the board quickly.
Yep.
Never gives away an at-bat. Always works with quality AB every time up. Just a savvy veteran up there. Payoff pitch for Miami. Sokoski comes up empty. Nasty pitch at the top of the zone. To get Miami through the 6th inning, his 5th strikeout of the day. Run comes in on the 2-ball, grounded into by A.J. Brocious. It is 9-3 Bulls after 6 on Penn Sports Radio.
Penn Sports Radio is proud to be your home for Northwestern Lehigh sports. It was a banner fall season for Tigers athletics in 2024. Tune to PennSportsRadio.com for all the action this fall as we bring you Northwestern football as well as select games of Northwestern boys and girls soccer, field hockey, and volleyball. Tigers football, along with boys and girls soccer, will defend their state championships, while field hockey will defend their district title and look to get back to states. Go to PennSportsRadio.com for links to our broadcasts. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook to get updates on all our coverage. Penn Sports Radio, your home for Northwestern Lehigh sports.
Calling all prospective advertisers. Penn Sports Radio has been the most reliable source for Northwestern Lehigh sports, and as we head into the spring sports season, we would love to have you become part of our team that makes it all possible. Please consider a sponsorship with Penn Sports Radio so that we can continue to provide so many great moments for Tiger athletics. We were there to broadcast the state championship wins for Tigers football along with girls and boys soccer. We want to continue to be there for years to come. Contact me, Tony Sibilla, at psr.broadcasting@gmail.com to see how you can become part of the team that provides this programming for the community.
Top half of the 7th inning here at Simmons Field. 9-3 Bulls up over the Orioles. Rod Berger staying on the mound for the O's. Brandon D'Amico leads off the top of the 7th. First pitch fastball on the outside corner for a strike. 0-1. 5th at-bat coming for D'Amico. 2 for 4 today. The 0-1. Swings and flies one foul to the left field side. Going to go out of play. 0-2.
Jack, I'll ask you, and I'll ask Tony as well, if you had a vote for an MVP. I don't think they're going to name one. I don't think they do that. But who would your MVP be?
In there, strike 3 call. D'Amico goes down looking, so 1 away in the 7th. Second time he struck out today. Got to be Rothenhausler.
Yeah, I would say.
I thought if Miami had pitched just a masterful 3-hit shutout, he might be, with 2 of the wins. But yeah, I think I have to go with you guys. The pivotal blow in this series was the 2-run home run the other night.
Up and away to Hogan for ball 1 there from Berger.
I mean, I really felt like when Craigelo hit the slam for the Orioles that they were going to win the game and possibly the series.
Hogan, it's a chopper towards first, picked by Brocious, steps on first. Quickly 2 away in the 7th, and it brings up Jack Rothenhausler. So quick moving 7th frame.
Almost sad to see the season go because I know it's all football all the time now. For me, it's at least 14 weeks covering the EPC for Colonial League people like Tony. It could be 16 again.
Berger's first pitch to Rothenhausler misses low, ball 1, and
I'd be fine with that. I don't mind doing football beginning of December.
Yeah, I mean, you got two runs to the state finals under your belt.
Yeah.
Brought a gold home last year.
Was out there Cumberland Valley, a week or 2 before that for both soccer state championships. It was an amazing season for so many teams, and just getting to talk to the players and the coaches again yesterday for the Fall Sports Media Day. A lot of fun reliving memories.
1-0 in for a strike to Rothenhauser, 1-1. And I remember tuning into that Northwestern Lehigh football championship against Avonworth. The Antelopes, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Crazy game, went to overtime, but Zimmerman took it in to win it.
I was monitoring the game from Idaho. I was in Idaho for a Lehigh playoff game.
That's
and
right.
was watching the play-by-play. Unbelievable ending. Unbelievable. Dream come true. Something that Eli Zimmerman and all those kids really, but especially Eli, will never forget.
2-2 to Rothenhauser. Berger's pitch. And this is outside, full count. Football season approaching in a couple of days, rapidly.
Yeah, next Friday night we started.
I said it earlier in the broadcast, I love the out-of-conference scheduling.
Yeah.
Scheduling quality opponents for a lot of these teams. Popped up. Hinkle was drifting out. Pierre Pavel emphatically makes the call coming in. He puts it away to retire the side. Berger sets down the Bulls in order in the top of the 7th. Lineport 3 outs away from another Blue Mountain League title, and Miami will take them out for that 7th inning when we return on Penn Sports Radio.
SportsWire isn't just a sports media platform, it's a dynamic community hub that connects local businesses with passionate sports fans, families, and student athletes. By becoming a SportsWire sponsor, you get unmatched visibility reaching thousands of engaged visitors across our website and social media channels. Your sponsorship also directly supports student athletes, fostering a culture of sportsmanship, leadership, and growth. SportsWire is a growing team of dedicated professionals who are present at the games, capturing the moments that matter most. We understand that every business is unique. That's why we offer flexible sponsorship packages. Contact us today. Email us at media@sportswire.com or call us at 570-575-3803. SportsWire, where businesses thrive and communities unite.
Last chance for the Orioles here in the 2025 season to be 8-9-1 due up. For the Orioles, Jeff Charles followed by Robbie Lamb and Ben Pierre-Pavel, the 3 scheduled hitters for the Orioles in the bottom of the 7th, trailing 9-3 in the 4th game of a best-of-5 championship series. Lineport Bulls trying to make it back-to-back titles, 6 in franchise history. First pitch from Miami, fastball for a strike. 0-1, that's how the home half of the 7th.
I'm happy that he brought Miami back out on the mound. I mean, I know he's thrown a lot of pitches.
Yeah, but he insisted. He was going to race out there, take that ball because he didn't want
game.
He didn't want any discussion. He wants to be on that mound for a championship, no doubt.
Charles chased out of the zone, 0-2. That one backed him up and in tight. 1 ball, 2 strikes in the count now. 99 pitches for Miami, getting set to throw the century mark, number 100. And that misses low in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Charles lines in the air, left center field. That's towards the gap, cutting across his Peacock. Full extension, can't get it, and it gets on by him. Picked up by D'Amico as Charles turns second, but he's in there with a leadoff double and a quick start to the 7th inning for the Orioles.
A lot of pride for these Orioles. It's a proud franchise. Punkin Miller founded this franchise. The bench is back here is named in his honor. Former radio co-host with me for a bunch of years, and love that guy. And you know, he is part of the reason why the Blue Mountain League has lasted 79 years. And no Punkin Miller team would ever lay down, and this Orioles team is not laying down here in the 7th inning.
So leadoff double for Jeff Charles. Luke Pierre-Pavel now out at second as the courtesy runner. Robbie Lamb up. First pitch for Miami. And first strike, 0-1. Peacock was awfully close to making that catch.
You know, this
I know.
He was going to take another one away.
Well, he's amazing.
I know. He's got some wheels, man. He can get that ball. And
that would have been a play. That would have summed it all up. I mean, that would have been just the capper, perfect capper. But these Orioles are still swinging here. They've done a really good job the last couple innings.
He sets the 1-1 to Lamb. High fly to right field, pretty deep. Hogan going back. That is going to be over his glove. That's going to get up onto the hill. Pierre-Pavel had to wait on that ball to drop, so he'll stop at third. Lamb slides in at second with a double, so back-to-back doubles put 2 in scoring position with nobody out in the 7th, and the point still lasts
Well, they
Pumpkin Miller Orioles.
Yep.
They don't die.
They flipped the lineup here now, and they have a shot.
So it brings up Penn Pierre-Pavel, second and third, nobody out against Maini, and gotta wonder how long C.J. Salaby lets Maini go.
They gotta get Kregelo's sitting there, a couple batters away now.
Pierre-Pavel gets on, have to wonder if that's going to be the end of the road for Maini today, especially with 104 pitches.
I would think so.
105 coming. Pierre-Pavel, it's a hard grounder at the second baseman Smith. Gloves and fires to first in time for the out, but Ben plates his brother Luke, so an RBI ground out. Here to play to run in the 7th inning, makes it 9-4. Does get Robbie Lamb down to third as well, but
these
Orioles will gladly trade the out for the out.
They will do that, but you want to make sure you end this thing before Kregelo gets back up there.
First pitch to Delpin for a strike 0-1.
Either Hinkle or Delpin.
And Hinkle too.
Kregelo. Yeah, I know. You want to make sure that
Hinkle likely to bat because he's 2 down in the order here, but.
Oh yeah, he will still get a hit.
Yeah,
at that.
Unless there's some kind of freaky double play to end this thing, but. Hinkle will bat. The guy you want to worry about is Kregelo.
1-1. Delp. Fly ball, right field side, foul ground, long run. Hogan and Montez converging, but lands in foul territory out there on the right field side. 1-2 the count to Delp.
Lawn chair row out there. A lot of fans along that first base side. A lot of people that have been coming to these games for years, decades even.
Great turnout here for the Blue Mountain League final. And 108 pitches in, 2 outs away from giving Lineport their 6th Blue Mountain League championship. Another 1-2 to Delp. Popped up, left side of the infield. Rothenhausler calling for it. Waiting for that thing to come down. Hung up there for an hour. Makes the catch. And the Orioles now down to their final out of the 2025 season, and it's up to Trey Hinkle to keep this thing going.
Well, I just want to say real quick, these Orioles, they have nothing to be ashamed of. This is their 4th consecutive league championship series. They won the first 2. Looks like they're going to lose for the 2nd year in a row to Lineport. But it's hard. It's hard to stay successful year after year in this league, and they found a way to do it.
First pitch to Hinkle takes a strike, 0-1.
And they're still playing baseball here on August the 16th, which if you're playing this league, you want to be playing deep into August, and these guys are doing it year after year.
Now up over 110, the 0-1. Hinkle, high drive, deep right field. Hogan going back at the wall. It is gone. A 2-run shot for Trey Hinkle. So that will keep this game going. Now make it 9-6. And this game gets a little bit more interesting now. Hinkle circles the bases. How about a 4-for-4 ball game for Hinkle? O's within 3.
I love the fact that they're competing. They're not laying down.
No.
And they're swinging the bats, and if they go down, they're going to go down fighting and definitely swinging. Great job by these Orioles here to put all these runs up in the last, they started with 2 in the 4th, added 1 in the 6th, and now they've tacked on 3 more here in the 7th.
3 across in the 7th, 9-6 ball game, 2 out, nobody on, and Kregelo will try to start things up again for the Orioles against Maini.
You need 2 more base runners and you have a shot.
This is the part of the order that's been doing damage today. Kregelo on board twice today with a single and a walk.
I'm going to say that as much as I admire Adam Maini, I think you got to think about 1 more base runner, and you have to bring a fresh arm in, I would think.
Oh, yeah.
Schaefer maybe, whoever's over there.
First pitch strike here to Kregelo. 112 pitches, 72 strikes. The 0-1. Low and away, 1-1 the count, even it up. One ball, 1 strike. Kregelo, it's a grounder towards short. D'Amico charging. Gloves, fires, in time to get Kregelo. The Lineport Bulls bring home the hardware. Blue Mountain League champions in 2025. Back-to-back titles for Lineport. 6 as a franchise in a 10-year span. The league's biggest dynasty adds another title to the trophy case as the Bulls, much like last year, win the title in 4 games in this best-of-5 series, this time clinching it at Egypt.
Hats off to both teams, Jack. Both of these teams battled hard. They worked hard to get here. They put on a great display of baseball for the amateur fans here in the Lehigh Valley. This league is 79 years old, 79 years, And they continue to deliver a lot of fun, a lot of excitement for baseball fans. Kind of stretch the summer out a little bit, but the Lineport Bulls clearly have established themselves as the premier franchise in this league. 6 titles in a 10-year period. And the challenge now, can they sustain? Can they keep these guys together? Can they keep coming back? If they can, there's no reason in the world they can't make it 7-11 next year.
Great tradition here with the handshake line commencing at the end of the championship series, and it's hard to see them not sustaining this success, Keith. I mean, with how much young talent they have on this team, and I don't know why you would want to leave if you keep winning like this if you're on Lineport.
If you love playing the game of baseball, and if you have the ability to do so, why not? I mean, this is the franchise. You get to play a lot of night games. You get to play in a classic old ballpark, and you have a team that is committed to winning. These guys want to win. They obviously they enjoy the game, but they want to compete and they want to be successful. And if they can keep those Bethlehem boys, they keep talking about them, those Bethlehem boys, the D'Amicos, the Rothenhausers, the Peacocks, hey, they're going to be formidable way into the future. But great to be with you guys. I'll put the microphone down. But Tony, you're the man. Jack, a pleasure to work with you.
Likewise,
all the best.
Thanks for joining us, Keith.
And it's been a fun spring and summer for us, Tony. We've covered a lot of stuff, and
absolutely.
And it's been a pleasure to always be with you. And
Thanks,
I got a nice shirt.
You got that shirt? Yeah.
I got a nice shirt. So thank you guys.
Okay.
Always a pleasure to work with you. The one, the only Keith Groller takes off the headset for the final time here for the Blue Mountain League season as the Lineport Bulls are getting ready to be given the championship trophy here for their 6th time in franchise history. Back-to-back championships. They've done that now 3 times. When they win one, they find a way to go back-to-back here, Ed.
Yeah, but I don't want to take anything away from the Bulls because, I mean, they came back. I mean, this could have been 9-1 or something like that, but they kept on pressing hard against Mr. Maini, and they still came up 3 runs short. And sitting here about the 2nd or 3rd inning, I thought, this may be a 12-run mercy game, but nope, they didn't stop. They kept on pressing, and they still only came up 3 runs short. So I'm just trying to give some.
No, rightfully so, and
positive.
you got to tip your cap to both
Yeah.
teams. Of course, the Bulls winning the championship.
Oh, the Bulls are a very good team.
Nothing to hang your head about. They were down 8-0, like you mentioned. They could have just threw in the towel and said, you know what, this game's over. But
it's hot. I want to go home.
Yep.
I got to cut the grass or whatever.
Got to cool off, enjoy the rest of my Saturday. Do whatever the rest of my weekend entails. But they battled back. They made it a close finish, falling here by a score of 9-6 here this afternoon today, including 3 runs coming across in that bottom of the 7th inning. They did a nice job. They hit Maini the best they ever have here. And it's the hardest he got hit all postseason long.
And I know he threw a lot of pitches, but at the same time, they weren't going to say, let's pack it in. Let's, No, they didn't. They just, especially Mr. Trey Hinkle.
No.
I hate to say it, but he played a very, very good game today against Mr. Maini. He went, 4 for 4?
Yeah. Yep, 4 for 4.
And he could have had 2 home runs because we still don't know what happened out in center field.
Yeah.
And if I think about it, and I'm looking here, that ball probably went close to over 400 feet. So
yeah.
He still turned on it. So
didn't give up.
No. So.
Battled all the way through and through. We'll step aside, come back with post-game coverage here on Penn Sports Radio.
You deserve to get good service and great rates. At State Farm, we get it. And we're here to help because with every State Farm policy, you get good neighbor service and you get surprisingly great rates. So what are you waiting for? Get going and talk to a local State Farm agent about your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Sean Lay in Fogelsville today.
The Northwestern Lehigh Educational Foundation is a nonprofit organization that supports the educational goals of the Northwestern Lehigh School. Since inception, the foundation has funded more than $2 million in innovative projects to support the district that would not have otherwise been funded. You can help by becoming a sponsor. Learn more about making a tax-deductible donation or participating in the Pennsylvania EITC program at www.nwlef.org/sponsor. There has never been a more critical time to support our schools.
In real estate, there's a number for everything. Square footage, down payment, interest rates. But how do you measure the trust you have in your agent? For a RE/MAX agent, it's not about numbers on a contract. It's knowing that RE/MAX agents have been voted the most trusted in real estate. That means you'll get honest advice, expert guidance, and someone who's committed to your success. Because while numbers count, trust is what truly matters. RE/MAX voted most trusted real estate agency brand by American shoppers based on the 2024 BrainSpark American Trust Study. Each office independently owned and operated.
Contact Joy Augustus, Realtor at RE/MAX Real Estate today. Call or text 610-653-5327 or reach the office at 610-770-9000.
Back here at Simmons Field at Egypt Memorial Park here, post-game coverage of the Lineport Bulls win their 6th Blue Mountain League title, back-to-back championships for these Bulls here, final of 9-6 here today. Valiant effort from the Orioles here this afternoon, battling back in this ball game, making it a tightly contested one the rest of the way. As he's done through their first 2 victories here this series, as always, kindly to join us here on the post-game show, the manager of the Lineport Bulls, CJ Salaby. CJ, congratulations on this win, the one that goes over the top here in 2025 here for you guys. Back-to-back titles, 6 for you and your team here. What does this one mean for you?
This one means a lot. I mean, there was a lot of stuff going on throughout the year that, we had to deal with, and these guys just stepped up. Every single one of them kept showing up all day. I said we were just talking about it. Our lineup now is a little different than it was 2 months ago. Dobek gets hurt. A lot of things happen, but these guys have just stepped up every day. They show up every day. Nobody misses a game for anything. This kid right here, Jack, he shows up, loves baseball, comes every time he can, and he gets the guys going. He's the big thing with us, and the reason we've been so successful, we feel like, besides the way we play, is the chemistry that we have. All these guys love each other, and they're all really good friends. And Jack came in this year and fit right into that mold, and everyone just got along so well. And I think that's what our biggest thing has been.
Something that stood out to me about you guys, all series long this postseason run, the depth of your lineup, the bottom of the order, being able to consistently come through for you guys. Guys like Reese DiMico going 6 for 11 or 6 for 12, but he went in this series hitting the 8-hole. Just incredible contributions up and down the lineup. Just talk about the depth that your team has.
Yeah, that's like I said, 1 through 9, their team too, the Orioles too. There's no easy outs, and we mix and match here and there. Reese has been a catcher for us. We didn't really use him in the outfield a little bit, but we started using him towards the end of the year. He got hot at the bat, but if your 7, 8, 9 guys are consistently getting on for Braden at the top, for Hogan at the top, for Jack at the top, it just sets a difference. And that was a big reason last year too, because last year was the same thing. Our 7, 8, 9 hitters were consistently getting on base, for the top half of the lineup. And if you can put a continuous pressure on the defense, 1 through 9, that just changes the whole outlook of the game, obviously, and that's what's been going on.
Join my manager of the Lineport Bulls, CJ Salaby. Turn things over here at Lineport Bulls third baseman Jack Rothenhauser. Jack, first of all, congrats on the championship here for you in 2025.
Appreciate it.
A couple home runs this series for you. What does it mean to play in games and atmospheres like this that allows you to just completely thrive?
Just being with these guys, fucking freaking CJ, sorry. But just playing with these guys, you can't beat it. It's fun no matter what.
I want to talk about you. Big-time player at East Stroudsburg last year. 4-year guy for you, run of the College World Series. How does that play and that experience come over and transition to this league? A lot of veteran guys in this league around a lot of different teams, a lot of prominent college ball for them. How does that prepare you to face veteran guys in this league?
Just competing. Just passing the bat. That was always our motto up at East Stroudsburg. So, I like bringing that here and letting the other guys hit. And if your time's up, then you come in and you perform. But just keep passing the bat and doing whatever you can.
I want to talk about your approach to the plate. Very simplified. You don't look to do too much, but you always consistently make some hard contact. Just take us through what's going through your mind each and every at-bat at the plate here.
I just like trying to hit it as far as I can. I really do.
The motto of a slugger.
Yeah,
that's honest.
Pick one out and just hit it as far as you can or as hard as you can. And sometimes it works.
Hey, certainly had that go your way a couple times this series, couple home runs. CJ, Jack, thank you so much for joining us here in the post-game show. Congratulations on the championship in 2025 for you and the Lineport Bulls.
Appreciate it.
More to come here on the post-game show. Let's give you a final line score and a recap for today's action. The Bulls take it 9-6 here this afternoon out at Simmons Field. Again, we were just joined by the manager and Jack Rothenhauser, one of the standouts of the playoffs here this postseason. A couple home runs, a lot of RBIs. Rothenhauser was a phenomenal player for these Bulls in 2025. All right, let's get you the final line score and a recap before we sign things off here today. Bulls, your champions, 9-6 victory. They had 9 runs on 14 hits, 1 error. Egypt, 6 runs on 9 hits, 3 errors here today. We're going to continue our trophy presentation, our championship coverage here. Still have potential interviewer 2 on the way here today. here with the champion Lineport Bulls. Ben Pierre-Pavel led things off for the O's, did drive in an RBI in the later stage of that ball game. I have to credit the O's for battling back. Trey Hinkle went 4 for 4, a couple RBIs. We've talked about it numerous times in the post-game show. Robbie Lamb got bumped down to the 9-hole spot. Didn't take that in any sort of personal affair. He made it a pretty good day for him, 2 for 3. A couple times on board, coming across there once as well for these Orioles. But Rothenhausler bringing in a run as well here today. Or did not bring in a run, pardon me, but had multiple hits, scored multiple runs with how many hits and runs that the Bulls got and how many times Rothenhauser stepped up in these playoffs. It's just been so paramount all postseason long. Braden D'Amico, another guy, 2 for 5, did not get a run. Georgie Montes plated one. Alan Umbenhauer had that critical bases-clearing double in the top of the second, made it 6-0 at the time. Both D'Amico brothers, incredible playoff runs, including these championship series where they stood out in big-time fashions there. Zach Smith had a couple of hits, including an RBI triple. Just a great game, great series between these two teams, the two top powers in the Blue Mountain League and the Lineport Bulls and the Egypt Orioles here in 2025. Another fantastic season has come to a close with the Bulls on top here in 2025. 6 times now that they've hoisted the trophy of the Blue Mountain League since coming over from the Tri-County League in 2014. There for them. They won back-to-back in 2015, 2016, did it again in the 2018, 2019 seasons, and now here in 2024 and 2025. Heard from Jack Rothenhausler and CJ Salaby, their manager here in the postgame, bringing over the starting pitcher who went the distance. And Adam Maini here as he's getting closer and closer to us, getting to throw on the headset.
The fashion plate.
Fashion plate indeed.
Get him on here shortly.
As he's getting ready to throw on the headset. Another Warrior-type effort today for Adam Maini. He's taking his time to throw on the headset and join us. First of all, Adam, thank you for joining us here on the postgame show. Congratulations on the championship for you. Just take us through your start today. Had to really grind through 114 pitches in 7 innings there to get through this one. Just take us through how you were feeling as the start progressed.
Felt good in the beginning. Everything was working. Tried to keep them off balance. Walked a couple guys today, I'm pretty sure. Normally don't do that, but otherwise everything felt good. I tried to repeat what I did in game 1 and keep them off balance, and for the first, 4 innings, I did all right.
Very serviceable, I would say.
Yeah,
sure, yeah. I would say so myself.
Got myself into some trouble, but got out of it, luckily, with just 1 in that inning. What was it, the 4th, I think it was? Did
allow some runs in the middle stages of this ball game, but nonetheless still a great enough start with your offense behind you. I want to ask you what it means being a Lineport Bull for you, being a guy in this organization for double-digit years. You've been around for a lot of championship runs. How does this run differentiate from some of the others that you've been on?
They're all my brothers, always have been. And, people come and go, and that's how it ends up going.
See your manager having some fun out there on the field. Georgie Montes did dump the cooler on him. Wow, he got
he did.
Got him good.
He got nailed. But it's always just the boys of summer. That's how it's always been. Me and Adam Ganser have been friends since I can't even remember. And we just come back every year and enjoy it, enjoy company of all the guys. And, it's just grind out some baseball. This is what we live for.
You are one of the many veterans on this team, but you have a lot of contributions from young guys in the hitting department, pitching rotation as well, guys like Jack Lloyd coming in Game 3. Just talk about somehow the youthful guys are fitting in with veterans like yourself on this team.
Well, we try to teach them. Some are in high school, some are in college, and, this league has both high school kids, college kids, ex-professionals. It's just good talent. People have been to higher stages, and you see it everywhere you go in this league. I think it's great for them. I think they should stick around and, start building another group of guys to come in and enjoy this.
Certainly a great run for you and your team. Champions back-to-back, 6th for you and your time with the Lineport Bulls. Just, put it into perspective, just doing it last year at Lineport to do it away. Does that feel any different for you, or just same goal, win a championship?
Just win, that's it. That's what we come here to play for today, win the championship, and that's it. That's why we show up every year. We want to be in the playoffs. We want to either be a 1 or 2 seed and get a bye and get guys healthy if we have to, and put on a good performance. And we have some great defense, and hitting came along, and our pitching's been excellent. So there's no complaints. All around we're a solid team, and I hope it continues.
6-1 for you guys in this postseason run at dominance for you and your Lineport Bulls. Adam, thank you for taking some time to join us here on the postgame show. Congratulations on the championship win. Yep. That was Lineport Bulls starter Adam Maini here joining us on the postgame show for after their 9-6 championship game win. Tony Sibilla, you're throwing back on the headset.
Yeah, it's. This is what. We knew what this team was capable of. Not at all a surprise, and Orioles definitely. I think obviously in several occasions played a better game overall, and I think played the Bulls better this year. But still, the Bulls, they went ahead and made some adjustments and got some more players on this team that made him even stronger. And even though the O's got Craigelo and a few others, they still had to deal with a Bulls team that got better as well. And the Bulls just played tremendous. Every facet of the game, Jack, really just they were on it.
You have to play so well to beat this Bulls team. That's the biggest takeaway I get from last year, from this year. You have to play smooth, fundamental baseball. Even the slightest mistake could really just hamper you and set you back. And it's tough to go play a team like that where you feel like you have to play perfect, because then you start to put a little bit of pressure on yourself. Again, the Orioles did a nice job of battling back here in this game today. I think if you examine the last two series, I'm in agreement with you, Tony. I think they did play better this go-around, but nonetheless, the Orioles would tell you it doesn't matter how much better you play, the end result is to want to win a championship, Ed.
I mean, I know Adam Maini threw a very good game today, but I was just absolutely amazed at how good their defense was. And even coming to a ballpark like this, in which you have to adjust, they still threw the leather around and still, even when it looked like as though the Orioles were going to kind of score runs, make it a little more tighter, put a little more pressure on Adam Maini. Nope. Double play, I forget what inning it was. They had 2 runners on, and then they turned a double play.
That sixth inning,
Sixth
3
inning.
straight hits where they strung together. Approaches came up with the bases loaded.
Double play.
Full count pitch.
Yep.
Maini gets the double play. A huge pitch that ball game really
I
changed at back end potential rally there.
I mean, the
for
score was
Orioles.
still 9-6, and if just say they only got 1 out, and then they still that score could have been a lot tighter, or maybe we've been playing extra innings. But
I think the biggest thing for me is Bulls scored 9 runs. They also stranded 9 runners on base.
Yeah.
Think about that. They had such a good offensive day, and there was more to be desired possibly, and more left out there that they could have done more damage on. So just think about that, the offensive prowess that this team shows game over game. They're reason they've won 6 titles in a 10-year span, guys. They are the gold standard for the Blue Mountain League. Champions again in 2025 here. And I'm Jack Heym, Ed Bulsza, Tony Sibilla here as we're wrapping up our post-game coverage here from Simmons Field at Egypt Memorial Park in Whitehall, Pennsylvania. That is going to bookend the 2025 Blue Mountain League seeds, and the Lineport Bulls on top again. Back-to-back titles. It's the 3rd time in their franchise's history that they've done it. 6 times now that they've won the Blue Mountain League since coming over from the Tri-County League. They have been nothing short of an unstoppable force since joining this league ahead of the 2014 season. For one final time here in 2025, for Keith Groller, for Ed Bulsza, for Tony Sibilla, I'm Jack Heym saying so long, the Lineport Bulls, champions of the Blue Mountain League once again. We'll be back for Blue Mountain League coverage on Penn Sports Radio for 2026 in the month of May.
Blue Mountain League Baseball on Penn Sports Radio has been sponsored by RE/MAX agent Joy Augustus, State Farm agent Sean Lay, the Northwestern Lehigh Education Foundation, Nutropoli Bank, Kronberger's Auto Spa, Budget Store and Lock, Tri-County Teamwear, Old Homestead Golf Club, Play It Against Sports in Allentown, and Shank Wireless Drive-In Theater. Thank you for tuning in all season long to Blue Mountain League Baseball on Penn Sports Radio, and congrats to the Lineport Bulls, the 2025 champions.